Welcome in, fam. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Talk some football and Sixers with us. Let's go.
Let's go. This ain't the Fox Tyson force. This game he stinks.
Oh, shit.
It's gone.
It's Bob Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick DelGozzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Raise up.
Welcome in, everybody. This is Agree to Disagree, only on A2D Radio, the flagship. And every Sunday, we are brought to you by Specialized Physical Therapy. You can find him in Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. Dr. Paul Vidal. He joins us once a month here. We love him. He's the best. Been with us for a long time. I got to go see him. Got an Achilles issue and a forearm issue. So now, look at me. I got to go see the doc. So, Doc, I'll be in soon to see it. If you need to go see the doc for any of your Specialized Physical Therapy care, go check him out. SpecializedPhysicalTherapy.com is where you can find them, and you can find them on all social media platforms as well. Brian Wilson, I'm Tom Arnone. Nick DelGozzo, Greg Milakovic will be with us here in a few. Later on in the show, we do a weekly. We do a crumb of the week. Sixers, scorching hot, baby. I mean, scorching hot. And I know they're not playing anybody. I get it. But I almost think it's harder to constantly beat bad teams than
playing NBA teams.
Yeah, to mix in some good ones, right? Like, it's almost harder. And they've come back.
Those guys get paid to play, too.
Yeah, they've been down. So winners of 4 straight and 2 in a row at home, which is so crucial because this team's been great on the road, and now they're starting to figure it out at home a little bit. Big one tomorrow night against the Memphis Grizzlies. Probably your first test in a hot minute, so that'll be a good one. The sort of dissect where the basketball team is as constructed. We'll talk all Sixers.
John Morant, pretty good.
Pretty good. We'll talk Sixers later on.
I'll tell you what, I love that. They have a couple glue. I like that team, actually. I don't have to get into basketball now, but I like that.
Brooks, we'll talk about it.
They got a couple glue guys I really like. Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson, DeAnthony Melton, good player off the bench. They got a couple guys I really like.
Very good team. We'll give her early.
Very good. They are playing really well.
Yeah, they got 35 wins or something already.
Yeah, third in the West, I think. Early
Super Bowl preview. We already know one. We already know who's coming out of the AFC. Congratulations to the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is why you never take your foot off the gas in the National Football League. And Andy Reid did that today.
Yeah.
I don't think he took his foot off the gas.
Chiefs got Andy today.
Tried to be cute today. And that's on your quarterback too. But they tried to be cute. And when you get cute in games like this, it can come back and bite you in the ass. You take the 3, you win the football game. Simple as that. That's not hindsight being 2020. That's factual. Okay? That's factual. You win the football game and there's no OT needed. But congratulations, Cincinnati Bengals. We'll talk about that game later on in the show and sort of dissect what happened and give you our early Super Bowl preview when we get finished with this game. Our main topic at hand for tonight, going a little national for you, the people out there, is going to be Niners, Rams, live reactions, ties into our poll question, which is brought to you by Manscaped, and you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. They really got products and everything. There's the cologne, right?
Good shit too. Good shit. Hold on. We got a product. We're all about product placement here. Ooh, ball deodorant.
The good old ball deodorant.
There it is. I think I even got a little crop. Wait for it. Wait for a little crop preserver. They all work. Everything's good.
Everything's good.
They get you situated. And speaking of the doc, I didn't chime in while Tom was doing the read, but prime time to call the doc. A lot of heavy snow out there. People been shoveling. Go get yourself a little adjustment. Get yourself a little adjustment. The doc's here for you.
Go get yourself cleaned up in all areas. Not only the doc and then Manscaped, right? So you just get covered. You covered head to toe from both.
Just clean it up. We're just here to help you. You know, we'll get your back right. You know, Valentine's Day coming up. Get your goods looking right. Everything looking good.
Yeah, well, of course, I have Valentine's Day read to do for Manscaped, and of course, it's not. I can't find it in my email, so that's fun. But either way, you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at Manscaped.com from all their products. We talked about ball deodorant, the lawnmower, the weed whacker. Not only the 20% off SKUs, but the free shippings is really the kicker, right? You get free shipping.
And it's Valentine's Day. You want to be smooth, baby. You want to be smooth.
Been a product. Yeah, this is my read. Hasn't been a product I haven't used, and I stand by all of them. All right? Stand by all.
I agree.
All of them. Our poll question for tonight's show, Jimmy Garoppolo will be the starting quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers next year. Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcast, we're there as well. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and most importantly, comment in tonight. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And as always, if you got something Eagles to say, we'll read it off because we're here for the people. But we're more in a national vibe tonight. We're going to watch this game with you, soak it in. I know, speaking for myself, I got a lot of money on the Rams. Wilson's got money on the Niners.
I got money on the Niners.
We got action from all areas.
I will say, Tommy, I got a single game parlay that looks good. So if I'm willing to let you win if I can hit the single game parlay.
Yeah, we'll give you that.
And I got the Debo TD and I got the Kupp TD already. I need an Eli Mitchell touchy. That's all I need.
I think it's easy to say. It's hard to say. Sorry, before this game's over. On what's going to happen with Jimmy G. You know, I will say if they win the Super Bowl, if they go to the Super Bowl, I think he's back. But I'm going to say this, that he's owed $27 million next year. All right. His dead cap hit, right, is like $1.5 million. It's crazy. He's owed so much money, but his dead cap, John Lynch is a genius. His dead cap,
nothing. It's nothing.
Like nothing.
I think he's gone, Tommy. I think he's gone.
I think so too. Unless the caveat here is the common sense one, right? If they win this and go on to win the Super Bowl, he ain't going nowhere. He's not going anywhere. You don't trade it.
Still could be gone though.
Maybe.
I mean, he's just kind of a game manager for them.
He is.
But I hear you. I mean, dude just gets wins though. Dude gets wins.
If your game manager goes there, goes to Super Bowl twice, that game manager goes there twice, there's something to be said about the game manager now. Like he's a little bit.
I totally agree. I totally agree. I happen to like Jimmy G. I'm a Jimmy G guy. I was a Jimmy G guy back in New England. You know this.
I know
you can check tape. You can check tape. When Tom got suspended for 4 games, I said they're probably going to go 4-0. You're like, no chance. That Jimmy G can play. Jimmy G can play. But no, I happen to be a Jimmy G fan. I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's elite because he's not elite, but he gets the job done. And I think that there's a market for him. Like I wouldn't be shocked if Pittsburgh offered him money. I think there's a market for him. There's teams that would want him.
No, there's a market for him. The problem is, are you going to pay the $27 million? Okay.
Yeah. Where do you think? Where is Trey Lance? I think that's the key. If you're the Niners, you know what I mean.
Well, if you look at where
Lance.
Okay, I'll give you this. If you look about where Jimmy G is, they can make the argument if Trey Lance doesn't turn the football over, we're just as good of a football team.
Just as good, yeah.
They can make that argument. Now, guess what? What we don't know is how his rookie years went to their eyes, right? Like we don't know how they think about him moving forward either. So, we're going to make this decision based off of what we think. I think if he goes back to a Super Bowl, I got to believe he's back, even though he's a game manager. Now, like I told you, the biggest caveat, the dead cap of like $1.5 million or $2 million, something really small when the guy's owed $27 million. He's owed a lot of money. So that's the weird part of it is because you're almost like your hands are almost getting tied up because you went to a Super Bowl with a guy, and how do you move on from him? But the way you move on from him, well, I'll say disagree to the poll. Okay, I'm going to disagree to it. No matter what happens, I'm going to disagree because I got to feel like the guy they drafted took enough steps in their eyes to plug and play and go win again. And the other thing is I really trust John Lynch. Okay, I'm not a Kyle Shanahan fan. I'll stand on the hill by myself with that. All right, I don't care. When you lost that Super Bowl as the offensive coordinator and you jabrones didn't want to run a football. All right. I can never let you live it down unless you go win one as a head coach. You go win one as a head coach, I let you down. You just go keep going to them. I ain't letting you down because you still haven't got over your own hurdle. That being said, John Lynch, arguably the best GM in football because of the roster he has put together here. The roster he's put together here is so important to this football team's success. So I'll disagree and say no matter what happens, because of the dead cap money, even if they trade him, right? If they trade him, they're only taking a hit of $1.5 million. $1.5 million. That tells me it's a done deal. This just ups his trade market, right? This is upped his trade market. Even though he's got a year left on his deal and he's owed $27 million, this is ups his market. Like you said, Pittsburgh. The list goes on teams that are close to winning.
I mean, we don't even know yet. There's more. I mean, obviously,
the Eagles.
We don't know what Houston's going to do.
Well,
Possibly the Eagles. Cleveland Browns, possibly. There's a bunch of teams.
My last thing before I forget.
Seattle, what's going to happen with Russ? There's a bunch of teams.
No, of course. Well, before I forget, my last thing on him is, credit to him and credit to what he played with, right? Because I really think they both shaped what he is today. And he's not great. He's good enough, right? He seems to be good enough, right? Good enough to find ways to win games and be in football games. I give a lot of credit to who he played under for that, who just always finds ways to win, and winning's more important than numbers and all that. I think that trait absolutely rubbed off on Jimmy Garoppolo, that team's bigger than Jimmy, but he'll still make a throw or two a game where you're like, there's a real Jimmy G. But if you constantly win, Wills, and you go back to Super Bowls, right? Yeah. The game manager almost gets ripped away from you. You're just a winner. You're not a great, but you're just a winner, right? You just walk around.
This is a monster game for him right now. I mean, he's never lost to the Rams as a Niner, 6-0. This is a humongous game.
Absolutely.
This is almost like if I win this game, how can you not have me back as quarterback next year? Like I would almost be offended if I was him.
Well, easy.
I go out and win this game.
You trade him because somebody's
I hear you. Trade him.
Someone's going to come knock on your door with a second-round pick, and you're throwing $1.5 million dead cap money, and you save yourself $25 million, right? And you drafted replacement.
And you drafted Lance. Yeah, I was going to say you already have his replacement.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the whole thing to me.
Me and you, Wills. Me and you are winning. Wills, real quick. Me and you are winning football games, I feel like. We're winning games, all four of us.
Give me the ball. I can get the ball to Debo and Ayuk. I can do that.
Green City.
I can do that.
Ball. No way he gets that off.
Get rid of it, Jimmy.
Oh,
the ball to Ayuk. He's wide.
All right.
And Kittle. Forgot about him, too. He's not bad.
I disagree because of the money saved, because of the quarterback in-house already that you drafted, and because win or lose this football game, there's value out there. Somebody will want Jimmy G, somebody with a really good defense, somebody that believes that he can just help them win games. There'll be a market, second, third round pick, right? You can maybe even get a little more if you win this football game. Like if you win this football game and he somehow wins the Super Bowl, then the market skyrockets. Then you're getting first. You're getting first, even if he's fucking 8 for 14. Like somebody's going to offer you a 1. Somebody will.
But
I don't know who it is.
But like Will said, you got to win this football game. You got to win this football game. You know what I mean? And like, a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and then you can remove that tag of, like you said, maybe being a game manager, which we know he's not going to light you up, and he's not even in the top 20. You know what I mean? But the guy wins. It's like Bill Belichick knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like at the time when that happened, we were like, oh shit, dude, like. We thought he was. We thought he was the heir apparent. Nah, not for me. I mean, but I hear. Yeah. Probably at 19. I think I did it. I did it the other day. No, I think that's 17. I think that's what I had him the other day because my buddies were making fun of me because I think I had Crabwigs 17 and like Wentz 20, and they were beside themselves. They're like, "Sweeps, I can't believe you had Crabwigs." I said, "Wentz fucking stinks. I'm sorry, fellas. I'm sorry. He's fucking garbage. Right? Love the arm, love it. Garbage. Garbaggio beans. Dollar
bills, Chrome. Dollar bills, Chrome. I woke up to Chrome sending me more money. Apparently, I won more legs of the fucking WrestleMania or Royal Rumble. Let's go.
I should be banned.
Didn't watch a second.
You know what I mean? So whatever, really, whatever happened.
Show was on.
Like I said, even if they win it this year, you know what I mean? They drafted a guy, they moved up, they got their guy in their eyes. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't do anything for me, but whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's John Lynch hasn't missed, so I'm sure this dude will be fucking awesome. You know what I mean? But he don't do fucking shit for me. But obviously they're going to turn the keys over to them, and even if they lose and they're this close, they're going to say, well, we didn't get really any good quarterback play and we're this close to winning. You know what I mean? So we got so many other pieces. They got so many other pieces. So
legs alone win football games.
They're going to
his legs alone and Trey Lance will win them 10 games just because of their defense.
Yeah, and like they have a good coach and they have a good defense.
Yeah, their run game.
They'll be in games because of that.
Their run game, their RPO game will be ridiculous.
He should have great.
I'm not saying I like Trey Lance.
He should have
the run game.
He should have great opportunity to throw the ball on play actions because of how much they run the football.
So you disagree with the poll too, Sweeps? You think?
Yeah. I think it's it. I think he rides off in the sunset, whether it's not ride sunset, but I'm saying even if they're able to to cash his ticket all the way to and hoist the Lombardi, I think that's it. They say, hey, listen, we got enough out of this guy. This guy's done it. Has got us. Has won games for us, but it's just we drafted his replacement. He's injured too much. He's not good enough. He does enough. I know it sounds like an oxymoron. You're like, oh well, this guy wins. What else do you want from him? Yeah, but I understand that. There's just other pieces. They need to give. They need like you said, if they can get out from under. All that money. If they can make a trade and get out from under that money, because they need to give fucking Debo $60 million a year. $60 million a year right now. Call me, Debo. I'll be your agent. Fucking dude, it's awesome. Awesome with a capital A. And I'll honor Dickie V as he had to step away for the rest of the year. Poor Dickie V. All right, our thoughts and prayers with you, Dickie V. But Debo's unbelievable.
Could have Debo too. I'm just
blank check. Blank check. I give Debo. Hey, here you go, Deeps. Blank check.
Yep.
I love that dude.
Love
me
some Debo.
Play call.
And makes his name is so perfect, Sweeps, too,
Get him off the field.
I mean, a 50-yard
his name is so perfect, Sweeps.
How many times, you see that's all Rager can do. You know what I mean? So
I just think of Debo and Friday rolling up on the
Eagles try the bubble screen. Eagles try bubble screens with Rager because that's all he can do. This guy, in a biggest game, in the biggest game of the year, takes a 50-yard bubble screen to the house. I mean, just all by himself. Thanks, I got this.
Yo, Cooper. Cooper Kupp cuts that. He goes for 20. But he bounces it because he's not a running back, and here we are.
Listen, one play always changes the game. You know what I mean? You can't throw a pick. You can't throw a pick from the 3-yard line. All right, that's 7-0. The other touchdown's 14-0. You take their fucking heart, but you let them hang around. And they have trouble beating this team, as Will's alluded to, I'm sure, when you guys got on. You know what I mean? It's well documented. All right, but that's 14-0, and you take somebody's heart. You know what I mean?
When you're taking away the big one, you're not even factoring the biggest one. You got to ball off a guy's freaking face. So really, 21-0.
They had scored by then. But still, they should have 21. They should have 21.
Yeah, but I mean, Kupp dropped it where he would have been going too, and then Skoranek.
Same drive. Same drive.
And then they miss a 54-yard field goal like it's 50-mile-an-hour winds, like they're playing in Lambeau.
Skoranek.
Just tell me I'm not going to win.
Hey, Ben, this ain't Notre Dame, Ben.
It's just typical.
We're not playing Navy, Ben.
It's typical Rams. I mean, there's more 49er fans in there than Rams. It's like
I like that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean,
I like that.
You love people to travel.
LA's such a fake piece of shit.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree with you more.
But no, I mean, Debo's a name guy. Like if you just see that name pop up on your draft board, you're like, draft them, right? Because it's just I'm a big name guy,
and it works.
Some names are like this guy's going to turn out. Like this guy
knocked the fuck out. I mean, I don't care if he was a bust. I gotta take him.
I just see him rolling up on the bike, dude. Every time I hear his name called, he just rolling up on the bike. Yo, hide your shit, dude. Debo coming. Hide your shit. Hide your shit, Debo coming.
He just rolling up. He rolls up on the bike with everybody. Nobody wants to tackle a wide receiver. It's amazing. Like, you know what I mean?
Dude,
nobody
he's fucking awesome.
He's a game changer.
I love what the one dude said. He's like, if he was a running back, he'd run for $1,500. I'm like, maybe $2,000.
That's where I was going. Well, I was going to tell you, he's a game changer at 2 different positions. That's fucking insane. Insane in the NFL.
All right, well, real quick, back to our poll, and then we get.
They've been fucking around with him at return a little bit too.
Yeah, let's
get back to break one of them.
Let's get back to our poll, and then we can get into the game and what's going on here. So, Greg's the only one that didn't answer. So, Jimmy Garoppolo will be the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers next year. If you agree or disagree, let us know. Again, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, we're live. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you're listening over on iTunes after the fact or Spotify, anywhere you get your podcast, hit the review button. Give us a 5-star download. You know the deal. Stay with us. 15 live shows. We got something for everybody here. All right? Something to give you a little rub down from everybody.
That does sound good.
Deshaun Watson, love that.
Yeah, let's start a rub down.
How about
division.
Jalen Ramsey trying to fight Robbie Gold at half?
All right, I just told you we'll get back to the game.
Such a fake fucking tough guy.
Hell yeah.
Such a fake tough guy, Jalen Ramsey. Fakest tough guy in the world.
Can you not hear? Can you not hear? I just said let's get back to the poll and then we'll get back into the game. Greg, agree or disagree?
I love the point.
I don't, because he's cutting off where we're going. I don't like the point. I'm trying to let the captain steer for it.
That's fine. Listen, you're Captain Ahab. All right, nobody's gonna fuck with you. All right, buddy, you got this fucking thing.
I feel fucked with.
You got this thing going great. That's an excellent dynamite dropping. That's exactly what he is. He's a piece of shit. Go ahead.
He is. I'll still trade through first for him.
That's fine.
Yeah, I like pieces of shit on my defense.
I wasn't going to go there. It just came up in the memories.
No, defense need to be
came up in the memories yesterday, a little Frank Clark argument, and I'm not even going to go there.
Yeah, I'm just saying, on defense, I want pieces of shit. On offense, I want choir boys. You know what I mean? Like, they're different animals. Listen, my offensive guys, my quarterback, come over for Christmas. Right? I want nobody on my defense near my house as an owner. None of you out here. Bunch of fucking animals.
Just keep him under surveillance.
Not Damon
surveillance. Don't go to jail, guys. Don't go to jail.
You don't want Damon Arnett stuff. We'll sit that.
No Damon Arnett.
No, I mean, too many
guns,
too many whipping out the guns. Can't have it. Greg, sorry. Now look at me. Now I'm doing it. Greg, please go.
Oh yeah, it's easy, buddy. It's easy to get distracted.
There's a lot. There's obviously multiple answers. Well, there's two answers, but you guys have already explained the disagree. I'm going to agree. I think there was multiple times in this season where they could.
Go ahead, Greg.
There was multiple times in this season where they could have gone to Trey Lance, and Jimmy G was banged up. He was not playing great, and yet they stuck with him. So I kind of have a feeling that they don't necessarily trust Trey Lance yet. Wow. And so I'm going to agree, and he's going to be back. He's already under contract. You guys have touched on they don't lose a lot if they do get rid of him. But I'm going to agree. I don't think anybody here thinks Trey Lance is any good. So as of right now, Jimmy G is the guy, especially if he gets back to another chance.
That's a hold.
Oh my God.
3rd and 1.
They save a lot of money.
Third and one.
They do. You're right. They do.
Save a ton by him being gone. Save a ton.
$25 million.
That's your play call, McVay. Sorry.
Yeah, and Greg, I mean, I agree they don't trust Lance enough right now, but after another offseason, you would think they have to. You know what I mean? And that's a 100% hold. Who's reffing this game?
If you're going to go for it on 4th down here, and you're going to go
for it,
Why do you run it twice then? Yeah, you run it once. If you don't get it,
once. You run it on 3rd for sure. Yeah.
First off, you should just QB sneak this. Really, you can just QB sneak it if you have any nuts.
You didn't get it.
Yeah, that's what they do. I don't know.
You didn't get it.
It's close.
Oh my God,
it is close.
You didn't get it.
Nope. It's close.
Nine's marking it short. 9 ball marked it short. Yep.
Short. I don't know. It's close. It might be on the line though. So it's close.
Oh my God, I can't do this tonight.
Joe Judge got a job? Did Joe Judge get hired already? Christ almighty.
Good play call, Sean.
Mm-hmm. 3rd and 1.
By the way, what's 54 on the San Fran? Great player.
Fred Warner.
Fred Warner. Yeah.
Fred Warner. That's his
name. I think he got a penalty earlier on that interception.
He should have had like 3 penalties. He should be out of the game.
Is a damn good player. Fred Warner's been dirty as fuck.
Yeah, he is.
Holy
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. They missed that hit.
Dirty. The one on Stafford was dirty
that's unbelievable. Yeah.
And then there was even the one on the it was Odell on the sideline. He went in head first.
Yeah, that was pretty dirty too.
Like not even like a forearm shiver.
Oh my Lord, he's short.
Like a forearm shiver, Will, so you can be like, all right, forearm shiver. The guy headbutted him on the way by. Like helmet to helmet. Just,
I don't know why he would challenge us. I don't think you're gonna be able to get it overturned.
No.
I think you waste the timeout if you challenge here.
Or you could be like Andy and waste a timeout and then challenge.
Well, I mean,
well, that was typical Andy today, huh? Yeah. I tell you what, Kansas City, you've been waiting for it. Waiting for Andy to blow a championship game. I mean, we've seen it happen a couple times, and today, I understand. I don't know what the fuck happened at the end there with Mahomes. I don't know what he was trying to do too much, Nobody was getting open, but clearly since he made way better halftime adjustments, which we've seen that a lot when Andy was here. And at the end of the half, no timeouts, Andy. We know that guy well. That was
that was
ugly.
the game. Naturally, that was the game. Right?
Listen,
that turned the momentum.
Yeah,
that turned the momentum.
Yep, that was ego.
Yeah, long
cockiness.
Touchdown by P. Ryan out of nowhere.
Yep,
and then
cockiness from the coach.
That was exactly. That's ego, cockiness. Yeah, Madden. Yeah,
dude, just run the football. You win the game.
And you're gonna go timeout, Patrick. You should get crushed for that. People are gonna miss that. All right, Patrick Mahomes put on a pedestal, rightfully so. He can make throws that nobody in the country can make. All right, never gonna take that away from him. Is essentially a winner because he's always around it, right? And he's got one. But at the end of the day, when you get cute and then not know situations, so then you're gonna start hitting the timeout when you have none. Like you have none. Nobody's gonna talk about it. Nobody's gonna crush him for that, right? Not only is it on the coach, right? But it's a guy who's taking the snap too, right? You don't have it. Get it out of your hand, throw it away in the back of the end zone, and live for the 3. And the problem is when you can't. This is when you think you're bigger than the game as a coach and a quarterback. You think your offense is bigger than the game. Listen to me. You're getting guys paid a lot of money in an AFC title game on the other side. All right. You would expect them to get a stop or two. They get a stop or two, and they did that today. All right. And it's all because you let the momentum get it. You change the momentum of a football game, and you let your foot off the gas. Right. That's a let the foot off the gas type play call, too. It is. It's end zone or nothing. It's simple. You're never going to throw it short with 5 seconds left.
It's one step. It's a one step. Let it rip.
He's doing this. What, Pat? What?
One step, let it rip. That's it. And then you bring out Butker. I mean, at the end of the game, like, listen.
Totally fucked up the end of the game, yeah.
For all his good, for all the greatness that he has and all the stuff his legs keep things alive and he's a magician. That's great. His recklessness fucking loses games. I mean, that turned into a 44-yarder at the end. You know what I mean? Obviously, Butker's great.
I just want to know what they're
doing.
2
batting gloves. I mean, what are you doing, Butker, with the 2 batting gloves? I mean, come on, dude. Just wear a fucking jacket. I can't fucking take it. All right, but that turned into a 44-yarder. They started at the fucking 9. This guy's.
My question to you guys.
Why did he just review this? He actually reviewed it in the call on the field.
He's an idiot. Yeah, that's just a wasted timeout. That's all that is.
No, but
that's in the Andy Reid of wasting timeouts tree. Did he come from the tree? Oh, could have been a face mask in there. Ooh.
That's just a horrible drive.
But my question to you guys is, just going back to the last drive there, is it just me or everyone's just assuming the TD so much? They're like, ooh, they should try to take some time off the clock here. How about we score a fucking touchdown? Like,
I think they
were so worried about taking time off the clock and making sure that there was no time. You got to score the TD.
They were so concerned with giving. They
gave away 2 downs there.
Back.
Yeah, they gave away 2 downs there, Greg, by being like, oh, well, we're so worried. We're so worried. How about play some fucking defense?
Well, last week scared them, right?
And if it's tied, then, and I still don't like that mentality, but if it's tied, then you can understand it more than when you're down 3.
When you're down 3, exactly.
Nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's
you got to score.
Yeah. Exactly.
And especially when you put the ball to turf. Like, you're lucky your offensive lineman was there to pick it up. Like, imagine if the defender was able to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't know how many times
don't even have a chance.
I don't know how many times they ran.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, the first 2 downs, they ran it. Fucking score a touchdown.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
What are we worried about?
Throughout the game, I thought they could have ran it a little bit more because they were.
Oh, they had to run the ball more, Tom. What are they doing?
They were getting gashed. I mean, they were gashed.
Dude, they just, you know what it was? It was typical Andy. They went up 21-3 throwing the ball, and he said, we can throw all over them. And he just kept throwing, stop running. Run the football.
They ran the ball 24 times. If you take Pats out, 21 times.
In a game, they're up 21-3.
In a game, you're up 18.
Boys, in your audio spot, when you go to Cam Mic, all right, if you guys can do it, go to Cam Mic audio. You're getting a little echo, and you can turn echo cancellation. You can just click on it if it's not clicked on.
Audio?
Sorry, I was trying to look. So how many times, Greg?
My shit's clicked.
Mine's already checked.
Already clicked here as well.
24 total, 21 if you take out Pats.
Okay, so 21 called rushing plays.
Yeah.
That's terrible in a game that you're up 21-3. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's how I look at it too.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to take your foot off the gas, but you're also getting chunks.
Yeah, Clyde Edwards-Helaire was running for 5 yards a carry. So was McKinnon, really. But
6.
Edwards-Helaire was definitely.
McKinnon had 5.4 yards a carry,
5.4.
and Edwards-Helaire had 6.
Yeah, Heifetz was 6.
There we go.
Yeah, early on they couldn't stop McKinnon in any aspect.
No, and I get it. You got arguably the best
They
quarterback.
kept trying to throw the ball down the field, and then Cincinnati took it away after halftime. They said, "You know what? We're not going to let you throw the ball down the field anymore." And he just kept trying. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Bunchy.
Bunchy.
And then Wentz. Guys, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, yeah, Bunchy. You can't let last week dictate this week. Just because last week it was like 2 minutes and guys threw for fucking 500 yards and all that. You can't look at it that way. Right, so they took last week's into consideration for this week. Like, listen, I respect the hell out of Joe Burrow, but if he's going,
Great
if he's
play.
going in 25 seconds and winning the game on my defense, I don't belong where I belong anyway.
Yeah, tip of the cap, then.
Yeah, I always believe that. Like, your defense made plays this year. You got a great front. Like, you got to go trust it for 25 seconds to try to score a touchdown and not take your foot off the gas.
There's that guy again on the bike. He's on the bike, Sweeps. Just rolling in. Just rolling in.
But the Wilson was talking about, they actually did a segment on it. All right, they did a segment on what Wills was talking about. All right, that's where all the struggles were in the beginning of the year, right? Because everybody said, "Fuck this circus." All right, we're going 3D.
Yeah, taking the top off.
We're taking the top off. All right, so and then they didn't know what to do. All right, that's where the early struggles were. And then Andy, they called him a genius. All right, made adjustments. Said, "Hey, listen, we're going to give Tyreek Hill the ball in space and let him get some yak yards." Right, so you've been doing this for the last 10, 12 weeks. So what are you trying to get Cube today? Why are you trying to get
give
Cube
him any today, right? No sweeps. No sweeps for him today. Hardman 3 times, I think. None for Hill. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's your Debo Samuel.
What are you doing?
I mean, he's got
Every time he has the ball, you're like, wow, that guy's fast.
Yeah, he should touch the ball 15 times a game in some capacity. He should touch the ball 15 times a game.
I might say 20. I don't care that he's tiny.
Listen, especially in this
I might say 20.
I can't worry about
dude beats up women. He's okay to take a beating out there.
I can't worry about him getting hurt in an AFC title game. I got to get to
allegedly or whatever.
Right? I got to get to the Super Bowl. So in them terms, I agree with you, Sweeps. Like that. Hey, this is a game I got to get in your belly a couple times. I just got to find ways to get you involved, be creative. But at the end of the day, you blow a lead like that, you don't belong. You just don't belong this year.
Oh my God!
And credit to. Listen, credit to the Cincinnati Bengals, and then we'll get back to this game. Credit to the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow, right? I mean, the guy's just a winner. We talk about winners, but his winners come with numbers too. And from college on, and that's why I always say it every year. Draft some guys from the national championship team. Like if you can, if those guys are available at any position, because they just want something. And a lot of times you'll get guys that are more team-oriented guys that can play because they know what it takes to win. I know it's at the college level, but listen, we're winners of stuff on air here, right? At the high school level. All of us, us three I know, want something. So when you go to the next level, you're more of a team-oriented guy already because you just learn, you want more of that. You want more of that feeling. You know what it takes for that feeling.
Jawan Jennings
works out.
That's how you
I went to Trey and we didn't win shit.
You know what that is? That's why San Fran always beats this team. They just want it more. They just want it more. Jawan Jennings. Fucking Jalen Ramsey stinks. I don't care. I don't think he was even in on that. I don't care.
But to echo your point, Tom, yes, tip of the cap to the Bengals. Tremendous job. And what I sent you guys earlier, first of all, what an awesome job they did the year before, right? Which, Joe Cole's unbelievable. Okay, so, you couldn't fuck, a lot of people have fucked up the number 1 pick, all right? They didn't. Right, then they come back and get T. Higgins. Right, starting your building, start the building the foundation, and then they got crushed, and then they got crushed this year. Okay, and I'm not saying fucking Sewell isn't awesome, and Burrow gets crushed about 6 or 7 times a game. All right, so this isn't this isn't like a nanny. All right, you guys are to the people that said they should have took Sue. All right, I'm not going to do that to those people. All right, but when you got a Jamar Chase in your fucking scope, you take him. All right, I don't want to hear about linemen. I don't. Okay, I know you went up front. That's beautiful. Right, they're in the Super Bowl because their offense, not because they can protect Joe fucking Cool. Right, this guy got beat up all year. He's got that much moxie. He's that fucking tough, and they were able to overcome, their offensive line issues.
Jimmy G.
Listen, I agree. At the time, at the time, I think I don't remember what I said on draft night. I would lean towards I would tell them to take Sewell in that spot. But then it all rides on, hey, what does your quarterback want? And when you hear the quarterback was really, in the ears for Jamar Chase, and because of the connection, you say, okay, I'll give you that one, even though you need linemen. You guys had a connection. You won together, right? It goes back to my point of winning, right? You've won together, right? And that chemistry is so important. And we're seeing it. We're seeing it unfold this entire season.
Clearly it's worked.
And listen, credit to Jamar Chase, because I was critical of him coming out of LSU. And especially when you didn't play for a full year, I was probably critical of that pick at the time. But I probably also said that, hey, if that's what you also got to get your quarterback, his guy. You want to make him happy. That's your guy. That's your face of your franchise. So, listen, hindsight being 2020, it's a hell of a pick. I don't think it's ever not a hell of a pick. When you're talking about playmakers, right?
That's what I'm saying. I don't argue. Listen, and I don't argue with the guys on that side. You know what I mean? Like,
he continued to drop passes in the preseason. Maybe doesn't look so good, but he stopped that.
And the people that want to yell from the mountaintops, I don't like. I'm not saying I disagree with them. I mean, I'm just going to tell you my point. I think, when you got the playmakers, all right, they're the ones early that you can't miss on. All right. When you go in the fucking trenches, that's when you have the scouting department. That's when you have your football operations guys to get your sleeves up and get in there and get some steals from rounds 3 to 7. Right? That's when you can find some uglies there. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that in the first round there ain't fucking can't miss guys like Quentin Nelson that are Hall of Famers. Absolutely, right? When those guys cross your face, you can't pass on those guys. I get that, right? But I'm more of a guy that's going from rounds 2 to 7 or 3 to 7 and looking for my guys that are hungry, that are lineman wise, all right?
Maybe slightly undersized.
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm right with you on that, Sweep. I mean, fucking Jason Kelce. Jason Kelce
hard
is
to find
Hall of Famer. What's he, 5th rounder?
You guys know. You guys know it's hard to find playmakers in this league, man.
Very hard.
Yeah.
I mean, you know why? Because those motherfuckers don't grow on trees. Those Jamar Chases and those Debo Samuels and those Tyreek Hills, they're not just hanging out. And they're like, I'll take a couple of them. No,
credit to the Bengals.
Those motherfuckers are elusive.
Yeah.
They got 4 of them over there.
In real life and trying to find them.
You talk about Mixon. You talk about Tyler Boyd. You talk about Higgins and Chase. I mean, you got playmakers.
I love Tyler Boyd at Pittsburgh.
That's what I'm saying.
Tyler Boyd's a player, too.
No, 100%. And he's an afterthought.
Yeah, he's their number 3.
He's an afterthought in that offense.
He might even be 4 behind Uzomah.
And he's fantastic. I love him.
Yeah, he wasn't.
So you ask yourself the question, what would you rather have, pressure on your quarterback or 3 guys in a running back that all can make plays?
Yeah, get the ball out of your hands.
Take option B.
And you got a quarterback to get the ball out of his hands.
And they're running screens. You know what I mean? Come on.
If
P. Reed goes the other way, they got another touchdown early in the game. They ran a tremendous 3rd and goal.
Marcus, that is true, man.
3rd and goal screen.
Congrats.
And P. Reed went the wrong way.
Yeah, that was crazy. Sweeps. And how about
congratulations, Marcus?
What a how about Samaje Perine to pull them? Cincinnati couldn't get anything going. They're in the dumps. It's almost halftime. You're like, holy shit, this is crazy. And Samaje Perine says, you know what? I'll take a fucking screen to the house. Let's go. What a monster play. Monster play.
Changes games, changes momentum.
Oh, Leo's there.
That was the same thing that happened to him when they beat him before, right? It was that one. They made one big play. I think it was Jamar Chase in their first meeting against Kansas City.
Yeah, monster, long
Then they caught fire. And it was that. Here we go. We're here. Hey, everybody.
Then Jamar Chase caught a long pass every
play.
Catch teams off guard, too.
Yeah, then he went for 6,000. He went for 6,000.
Playing from behind, right? When you're playing from behind, you can almost catch teams off guard, too. Teams let down for half a minute, and then, boom, here they are, and then they don't lose that momentum. Listen, Marcus, I know you played for the Eagles, but you're from Ohio. You're a big Bengals guy. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's
well
awesome.
deserved. Long time waiting, and
great to see Icky Woods too. And fantastic.
Yeah, look at Icky.
Great to see the shuffle. I mean, just
as soon as he came on, did you see how he came on the screen and said congrats to Joe? And I was like,
yeah,
is that fucking Icky?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It turned and said Woods on the back. Like,
that is Icky. It's Icky. All right, and that's the other thing, right? Right there to follow up on your point, Wells. Right after Icky, another 6 guys, 7 guys just keep coming up to Joe Cool. That's when you know you're a leader. That's when you know you're a stud.
Yep.
And then he gives credit to the defense, rightfully so. All right, and that's what he's supposed to do.
Defense won that game.
Tremendous adjustments. All right, and that's what he's supposed to do. All right, but how many times we get young guys, ego guys, me guys, and this guy said, "Hey, credit to the defense."
Because he's a winner.
Fantastic.
He's a winner.
That guy's offsides. The right end is
I'll say that over and over and over again. That's the reason. Like I at times this year you're like, okay, I'll give Jalen Hurts another year because he actually won something, right? So it's like you didn't. It's not because of him. Joe Burrow won something in college because of his arm, right? I mean, he spun it all around that year to make himself the number 1 overall pick, right? And to win a national.
I'm not sure that Jalen Hurts ever won anything, honestly.
Didn't he win one at Bama?
He lost as the starter. He won when they took him out and Tua won it. But I don't think he ever won.
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying, like, you get leader guys.
And he was on the team that won.
You get leader guys.
Didn't he come in for Tua and win the national championship?
Yeah.
No, they lost.
Or was that the SEC?
No, he came in. He won the game before the national championship.
The SEC championship. Okay.
No. It was the fucking first playoff game.
Okay.
Okay.
There were still playoffs. That's right.
what he won. Yeah.
But no, they listen. You watch it and you see how far you are away. Right, and you see what a franchise quarterback does for you. For both teams left in it,
from a playmaker standpoint too.
Everything.
I mean, we're watching this game, and we've been talking about Debo. We don't have a Debo. Like, we don't have a guy that does that. We think we do, or we thought we did, right? But he's obviously not that guy.
Oh my God! Did the Rams just use another timeout?
Nobody has a Debo.
Oh my God!
No, I get you, but there's other teams that do the screen.
But I mean, I think
Devontae
Smith is a playmaker, though, Greg. He's going to be a playmaker.
He's it. Though.
I'm telling you, he's going to be.
He's it.
I know. Well, I still don't know, honestly. And I know we're going to keep Hurts as QB. I mean, allegedly, and I'm not for that. But I don't know. I think Quez might be. I think Quez has been open a lot, and we just don't throw the ball down the field.
He is open a lot, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the difference. I'm not a tape junkie, but after the fact, there's a lot that comes out of that dude being wide open early in routes where it's like, whoa, how do you miss that? Like, after the fact, a guy rolls out and a guy comes open and people yell and scream. I don't look at that stuff, right?
That's what. Go ahead, man. Sorry.
No, that's it. Like, you see.
I'm with you on that, though, Tom.
But that's one of those things.
Play, breaking down, yeah.
I agree with both of you guys. That's the thing. Sometimes they talk about the intersection. Being lucky. Is it the intersection of opportunity? And being lucky. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get opportunities. You know what I mean? Like, nobody can get him the football. You know what I mean? So you don't know what Watkins is. You know what I mean? Like, so that might sound like a joke, or people are like, we know what he is. You don't know that. You know what I mean? Like, if you got a guy that can get him the football, man, this guy might be the next guy. I don't know that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not anointing him. I'm just saying, like, he's open enough. All right, he'd have to be like fucking. The
Eagles had
He'd have to be dropping wide open balls like Clifford Franklin. He'd have to be like Clifford Franklin. Clifford Franklin.
He'd have to be like Rager. He'd have to be like Rager for him not to be good.
If you put Joe Burrow on the Eagles with their skill position players, right? They win 11 games, right? They win a wild card game. They might lose in the divisional round. But
I might say 13. Honestly,
I just think there's enough skill position guys on this roster that it's not like totally bleak.
The way we run the football, you put Joe Burrow on this team, we might be going to the bowl right now.
I'm just making a point. You can never do that. I'm just saying our point about Quez is like, guys are open and you got to give him the football. And when you do get him the football, he makes plays. So it's not like he drops balls like Rager does. Like, he makes plays. And it's not a lot because you got a quarterback that's inept. We'll talk about that. We got plenty of all season to talk about that. But right now, Rams are driving down 10.
They're going to come back in this game, too. It's going to be tight, probably field goal game at the end.
Yeah. The 3.5 probably won't age well for that. But, yeah, I expect it to be a game. I don't think anybody in the country wants Niners Bengals. I just don't think that does anything for anybody.
1989.
Except for the guys on money
and 82, sweet.
1989.
And 82.
Yeah,
it's 40 years ago they played, and they played 33 years ago, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so you said that, and some guy tried to come at your neck, and you're like, no, sorry, sir.
Yeah, sorry. Both. I'm sorry that they played. They play a Super Bowl every year, bud. You know how that thing works? There's going to be another one coming around next year.
Some guy quickly said to you, I was 33.
Yeah, Super Bowl
33 and 40. Thanks.
Super Bowl doesn't do it for me. Marcus says, I see Jalen's accuracy and anticipation being a lot better simply because it'll be his second year in the same offense. And that's Marcus. Like, I'm not going to yell and scream about that because that could be very factual. You know, why throughout the year I said, you know what, hold on to your picks, right? And give him his junior year per se and find out. Like, you know what I mean? What's the worst case scenario? Then you go draft one, right? Like, right. So it's not like you have a quarterback heavy draft this year where you're like, oh, there's a lot of can't miss guys. The following year, I think there's more can't miss guys. Now, listen, that's so far away that a lot can change too. But there's always a guy that's going to come out of nowhere that's going to be able to spin it next year that nobody's really talking about. Don't be that guy.
Joe Burrow.
Yes, don't be that guy. So
I mean, who was talking about Joe Burrow before that year? You know,
if you're good at what you do, you can draft the quarterback every year. If you're good at what you do, all right. Some aren't good at what they do. I'm not saying franchise guys, but there's better guys. We'll talk more about what we do with him. You know, like I said, later on, because right now,
just blatant dudes in the game right now.
I just don't know. But
Higbee's hurt, right?
I know,
but this dude was so cheap in DraftKings. I'm so upset, Greg.
We start talking little Eagles and you know, for a minute, and look at this flying around. But 17-7, second and 1 here for the Rams. You know, I think anything less than a touchdown, I'd be very worried for the 10 Rams fans out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that play's not going to work.
The actors that are in attendance. The actors that are in attendance should be worried right now.
Here we go. Another 3rd and 1. I can't even watch it.
Well, if they know they're at a football
I was going to say.
they might not know they're even there.
They're not even Rams fans, the actors in attendance.
Yeah.
This is what they call this is an event.
Yep.
You guys make it out to that event? What, the football game? Yeah, the event.
Safe to say, Kyle Shanahan can probably sleep with McVay's girlfriend too. He owns him so much. You know what I mean? Just go dabble.
Do swap.
Yeah. 3rd and 1 shotgun. Nobody in the backfield.
Tom's ahead of us.
Oh, just
I'm still. I think
let the whole world know you're throwing.
I think I'm right with you.
Need it.
Oh, he's got him. Touchy.
Need it. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Touchy, Cuppy.
21 unanswered.
Touchy.
21 unanswered for a big cover and a dub. 21 unanswered.
I don't understand how this thing is constantly wide open.
I thought that with the Chiefs game, like how is Kelsey like running down the field wide open?
McVay's dad. That's got to be McVay's dad.
It is.
I knew it. A fucking U small. He's wearing a U small too. Somebody go to the goddamn fucking team store and get this guy an add an X to your fucking shirts. I knew it, Greg. I fucking knew it. I swear to God, I had no idea. I didn't see it earlier.
They showed him earlier. Then when you said it, I saw the glimpse.
Problems. I see a hammer with a tight shirt. I know it's Mr. McVay. I fucking know it. Unbelievable.
As they say, Sweep, the apple does not fall very far.
No, there's a whole goddamn fucking bushel at the bottom of that tree. Goodness gracious. All right.
Matt Stafford, big throw. This is Jimmy G time. This is going to be a big drive coming up for San Francisco.
Yes.
San Francisco must have 42 third down conversions in this game. Like, I feel that's so many third down.
Debo's got them all. Yeah, good call.
Or Jawan Jennings. That's their third down guy. I love me some Jawan Jennings. He's like 6'11". Even though I think he's like 6'2", he looks like he's 6'11" on the field. Dude's just out there. He's like, all he is, he's all arms and legs, that dude. I like that guy. He's like 17 times better than Jalen Reagor. He probably was like an undrafted free agent.
Hey, like you said, man, ton of heart, man. Ton of fucking heart.
Fucking heart.
That's all you ask for. I mean, you can make up for it. You know what I mean?
I'm about to ascend ahead.
The level, there's guys that are
white strobe above me.
Like we talked about, how hard is it to find playmakers? So those guys are in their own tier, right? Then you got the next tier of like very good players, and then the next tier is guys that are fucking trying to stay in the league, right? So how you want to be horse shit, and then you fucking end up out of the league, or you want to fucking be, hey, a borderline guy that's fucking hungry and tough and fucking passionate and a team guy, and then you can stay in the league and fucking do things, man.
It's like in the NBA when you're like a guy that can hit a 3-ball from the corner and play defense. Like you're always gonna find a spot for you.
That's it, buddy.
Teams will kind of come call it.
It'll be like 7 teams deep. You know, again, this guy's got a great resume. It's because he does the same shit.
Yeah, I mean that's what this guy does. There's been a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of them. Danny Green was that guy. He's really not that guy anymore. He masquerades as that guy currently.
Yes. Speaking, because I don't know where we're going football wise, or we going. Is this going to be a any Sixers night or no?
We can talk Sixers.
No.
I mean, we're here for the people.
I just wanted to give anybody. I just wanted to give the big guy.
I can't speak. I just want to give
the big guy. I just wanted to give the big guy a shout out.
It was our third. It was our third.
I just wanted to give the big guy a shout out. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Incredible.
I don't know what the national media is. Listen, I said that to you guys last night. The other two guys are monsters. You know understand? And the Joker, it doesn't have Murray either. I get it. Those two guys are monsters. It's not taking anything away from those guys. All right. But there's no fucking way that Joe is third. All right. There's no way. He's carrying this fucking team. Carrying them. Right? Fucking carrying this team. He's playing out of his fucking mind. It's crazy to me that
I think some of the people on the outside don't see how much he's carrying him. Sweeps,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I know,
because Tobias has not been good. I don't care what anyone wants to say. Why would you catch? It's Debo. Okay, do whatever you want to do.
True.
I feel like a lot of people from the outside are thinking that he's not carrying as much as he is. Sweeps because he's carrying so much. Like again, I feel like he did stay in. I think that fucking Tobias hasn't been very good. Danny Green's been shit. Seth Curry's been in and out of the lineup. Maxi's a very young player. Like, I mean, Joel's been incredible. Literally carrying the team.
Yeah. With you know, like I said, with an all-star that's, you know, we all know.
With a max player that's not playing.
Sitting out.
We have a max contract player not playing.
It's just unreal. It is unreal. All right. There's no reason that we shouldn't, you know, we couldn't be, you know, like that we shouldn't be like the Knicks, where we're like, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 games.
We should be the number 1 seed right now.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, we were
easy street. If that piece of shit, who I still think is a piece of shit, and I don't want him to play, but if he was playing, we'd be number 1 seed in the East right now.
But exactly. We were 6 out. I blinked, and now we're like 2 out. Like it's crazy.
All right.
Like Tom said last night, I don't give a fuck who you're playing, dude. Like they're just finding a way to win ugly. All right, they're winning games, and you know. Last night I changed the channel. It was 10, and then they're 3 away from beating us. I mean, what the fuck, dude? But we fucking, you know, as the great Mark Zumwalt said, we locked all windows and doors. I mean, that was a tremendous defensive possession at the end when you knew your ass was in trouble. You know what I mean?
Jimmy,
you knew your ass was in trouble, and did we fucking, you know, oh shit? They say to themselves, "Are we gonna blow this game?" And they went palmsy. Unbelievable defensive possession to win it at the end.
Yeah, we're gonna Sixers were our third segment, but if you guys want to dabble,
oh yeah, that's my fault.
No. I just want to make sure I get my reads in. That's all.
Shout out to Shaq, dude.
But we'll talk.
Crashing that bum Ben Simmons
because we'll talk more Sixers. We'll get deeper into it because we'll do our Super Bowl early prediction right when this game goes final, and then we'll get into our Sixers conversation. So done and done. Another first down.
Fucking Debo.
This is amazing.
He's just rolling up on the bike top.
No, it's amazing.
What else? Like
I just shit.
I should.
I just shit. Debo coming.
No pressure.
I fucking love Debo Samuel. I really do. He might be my favorite player in the league.
I'm not going to disagree with you, buddy. I mean, I thought about buying a jersey.
It was Taysom
I'm not a jersey guy.
A year ago, and now it's Debo Samuel.
I'm not a jersey guy, but I might drive around tomorrow and just find it. Look, you know, I gotta find one.
Maybe a jersey. I'm not a San Fran fan. So maybe I'll go jersey. You know, confidently wear it at my own house.
Oh God. Look at this. The vaunted fucking Rams defense, you know. Raheem Morris getting all these interviews. Okay.
Correct, Joseph. That's a great rule.
Here's where you fucking get paid. You want to be a head coach, Raheem? All right. This was a drive. All right. As Will's alluded to, this was a huge drive for Jimmy G. This was even a bigger drive for the Rams.
Eli Mitchell.
For the Rams defense, and they're failing miserably so far.
Yeah, and guess what? They're going to score some points on this because it's just
Debo is straight.
The Rams do this.
Fucking filthy.
3rd and 2.
Oh wow, that's a big play. Eric Weddle out of retirement
with a shield too. Like you say to yourself,
look at Weddle.
What are you doing with the shield, Eric?
Jesus.
Nobody's looking at your eyes.
I'm surprised he's wearing gloves. Didn't he used to never wear gloves?
He used to have a wicked beard.
Wicked beard.
Get older,
He
you
used
put
to
the
be.
gloves
He
on.
used
Well,
to hit somebody, but he get beat in coverage all fucking day.
Boom. Yeah.
yeah, he's an upgrade for them for what they had back there.
Well, considering nobody's healthy, right? Taylor Rapp's hurt. Even though I think he's hurt because
Big game, big part of the
Ramsey
game
hurt
right
his
here.
feelings.
This could be
Did he
it.
punch him in the face?
This could be
Oh,
it.
wow, look at that.
No,
He
they
was in motion
stopped
right
him.
there. Oh, stuff. What a stuffy. No, he was down.
Punt that shit.
Whatever.
Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around. 28-3. Punt the shit.
Look at your defense. I mean,
Go for it.
your strength.
I'm with Will, but not from the betting standpoint.
Would you rather have
Oh,
Andre
wow, what
Dillard or
ridiculous.
Debo Samuel?
Is that Trent Williams that just pulled?
Yeah,
like,
that's what Trent Williams was pulling. That's why I was like, wow.
They did it
Wow.
last week
But then
in
he
Green
just
Bay.
held the shit out of Floyd right there.
Right, guys, they did it last week in Green Bay with Trent doing that, and he
Yep.
took out like 4 guys. It was like a big
Yeah.
bing, bing, bing,
Yeah.
bing, and I was like, oh my god, you letting that guy get a full head of steam on you?
Woo.
I think
He's
they
an
think it's a fumble. It's a fumble. I'm telling you, the whistle didn't blow yet. He wasn't down.
He's an all-pro for a reason.
He wasn't down. McVay's throwing it. He wasn't
Oh
down.
my God, they don't even have any. They have no,
Because they should have never challenged
they
the
have no
fucking
timeouts.
quarterback
Left. They're
sneak.
gonna have no
They should have never,
timeouts. Left. This is gonna be
challenged the
amazing.
quarterback
This
sneak.
dude can't get over. Can't get out of his
Seriously.
own way.
You can't challenge a quarterback sneak. There's no way. It's too much of a logjam to see it. All right, we said that fucking 25 minutes
What
ago.
does Ramsey have on his thigh pads? Did you see that?
I try not to pay attention to him. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, they have shit on their. What is
Yes,
happening?
so they do have like.
Hold on. I gotta go. I wish I could. I can rewind. Ooh.
technology, my friend.
People do have thigh pad like emblems or whatever.
Hold up. We're gonna figure this out right now.
Hold
Little-
up. Wait a minute.
Little name, likeness, and image.
No, like I know Carson had like the horseshoe for the Colts. I know sometimes some guys have like the players,
that age.
the team logos.
I think he
But
has.
that's not Jalen.
I think he has a. I think he has a cross, like a and a money symbol. I swear to God, money symbol on one side, like a G, like a religious cross on the other. I think so.
Did yours not rewind? I'll rewind.
I don't know. I just rewound.
Joe, I'll give him credit.
It's right after he throws the flag.
Definitely
Sweeps,
did.
look at it.
Him and
After he
Chrome
throws the flag sweep.
were Debo'd up 2 years ago. I mean, listen,
Who didn't think Debo? Who didn't think Debo was good? Is there somebody who didn't think Debo was good?
No. He just talked them up big time. That's all. They did like a whole show on him essentially because they both loved him. So I'll give them credit that was their son. That was their baby.
Good for them.
But guys are wrong too. Same.
Yeah, I mean, anybody with eyes. I mean, yeah, I'm glad they did a whole show on it. God bless you. But right. All you gotta do is fucking, clean your fucking glasses.
Well, I mean, wasn't that the what draft did he come out in?
The Dillard draft.
Huh?
The Dillard draft.
Was it Dillard or was yeah? Because then we
I just
took
looked it up.
Whiteside
I just
in the
looked it
second
up.
round, right?
We traded up to get Dillard,
And then we took Arcega Whiteside, right?
and then but he had already gone.
Yeah. He was gone by the time we took Arcega Whiteside.
Either way, it's a miss because you
Was
still
he? Or was
No,
he not?
that was no. We took Miles Sanders in the second round.
Oh, okay. Well, so the following year was JJ.
I rewound it. Well, I'm trying to look here. I rewound it.
Debo went
It's after he
36.
throws the challenge flag sweeps. They go to McVay, and he's behind McVay. You'll see it. He's got like the cross on one and a dollar sign on the other. I swear to God.
Third down. Oh no! I'm sorry. He threw.
After he throws the challenge flag, yeah.
I got you. On fourth down.
Bunchy, I think he did.
I think it's out. Stanza's called.
No timeouts left. Good decision, McVay. Fucking moron, dude. What a moron.
Oh my God, his arm is on the ground.
His arm's down on the ground. What is McVay, an
He's
idiot?
palming the ball.
It's got to be clear as day, dude.
He was palming the ball on the ground.
They're going for this too. Oh my God.
All right,
Oh my God.
Yeah, Will's definitely across. I cannot see the left one or the right one.
I'm telling you, it's a money symbol. I swear to God, like a dollar symbol.
Is he really
Oh
going?
my God.
Definitely across.
They were going to punt, and then because you challenged, now they're going for it.
Because they said, you know what? They said, you don't have any timeouts left. Fuck it. We'll go for it.
Are you fucking serious?
That'd be amazing.
Hey, one stop. I'm gonna
Is he
probably
trying
try
to
to
draw?
draw you.
Oh my God. What a loser.
This is a ballsy play.
And Debo's in the backfield.
I love it. Give him the
Would
ball.
you?
Give him the ball.
I don't think they're gonna hike it.
They might not.
We're getting low.
They went to the line with 18 seconds.
Yeah, we went low on the shot clock. No hike. They're gonna take the 5 yards and punt it. Smell it. Smell it.
Fucking, that's why Tom was picked first in Manhunt.
I knew where you were.
Manhunt drop.
Great
Manhunt
instinct.
drop. I love that.
Great instinct.
Yeah, I can steer you in the right direction. I don't know
Get
about-
that great instinct. You know what? We should loop around the house this way. They're going to come from that way. Tom will lead you to victory.
Oh, I'll lead you. I don't know if I'm
He
getting
might not be the first one there, but he'll lead you.
Oh, I'll be the first one there because I'll know where you're at, but I'm not catching you when you jump out.
Lead you with his mind.
This guy challenged a
My
sneak.
guys surrounded me.
This guy challenged a sneak and an arm down. What a fucking raging asshole.
Yeah, it's amazing. No timeouts left.
It's unbelievable.
With 10 minutes left in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
We were just making fun of Andy.
I know. I was going to say.
We're making fun of
Sorry,
Andy for the first half. Guess what? McVay said, "Hold my beer, Andy." I know. How about 10 minutes? How about 10 minutes left in the game that you're down
Like,
three?
like,
Hold
that's what
my
I'm saying.
beer.
Like in this game, I can't do it because you got a lot of fucking Scott O here. All right. But as much as Tom hates fucking Shanahan, I despise McVay. All right. So if I'm gonna lose money, I'm gonna laugh my fucking dick off. All right. But I don't want to lose money. All right. And I'm gonna be bangled up. I'm gonna be fucking bangled up, something fierce.
Oh, I'm bangled up either way. Whatever happens in this one. I'm not a McVay guy, so it's not like I'm a McVay guy.
Oh, I know.
Either. Like I'm not. I think McVay, Shanahan owns them. Nobody's there. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
He
god!
threw it right to. Oh, he missed it.
You guys
Niners
are
going
going
to lose.
Am I not ahead of me?
Niners are going to lose. Wow.
Dude, that route was to you, bro.
Was that Tart?
Yep.
Jaquiski?
Yep.
Hey, how you drop that ball?
Throw
It was
that
a punt.
football, too.
It was like a punt, Jaquiski.
Who are you
All
throwing the
first
ball
down,
to?
ballsy play.
Well, look at how long are you going to stay down for?
Van
bud?
Jefferson.
It's over. It's over, bud.
No, I know he's trying to throw it too well.
Van or Odell, you guys might want to come back to the ball, maybe. I mean, you can try to
spot
track
the
the
ball,
ball.
go
in the
find
air.
it one time.
My God,
How about you track the ball in the air one time?
That was a fair catch. Oh my God. Wow.
Oh,
That's incredible.
targeting.
Should be.
Yeah, but I told
Oh
you
my
they're gonna
God.
lose. They're going to lose. You can't not pick that ball off
You
in
guys
this
are-
game. You guys understand
Oh
that?
my God.
In an NFC title
You
game.
were wound. Sweeps, you got 54 now.
I know. No, I did, buddy. No, the first play you were right. I was like a jackass. But now I'm fucking fully caught up, and you guys are still barking out the fucking.
Hold
road.
on, that I might be a little behind too because he yelled that target out before me.
Well,
what happened, Tommy? Yeah. What?
I mean, it's unbelievable. It gave him a conversation. The Niners are going to lose this game because you cannot not catch that.
Oh no, I totally agree with you now. I'm fucked.
As soon as
I
you
just,
take,
hope they lose by 3.
as soon as you
I got
lose
3.5.
you know what happens.
Don't you do that? Don't you do that, Brian? 21-17. I gotta have it, Brian.
I got 3.5. So I'll take a 3-point L.
I do want to give
I'll
Odell.
tell you what though, a 3-point L is looking very rare at this point.
No, he's hurt again. But I do want to give Odell credit because
Oh, did he just hurt his hand taking his glove off?
Frosty King.
That's amazing.
Don't give him credit. Just keep driving by, Tom. Please don't give him credit.
I don't want to.
I mean,
but
he wore that hit right there. He got hit pretty good right there.
I know, but I'm just gonna keep driving by. I
yeah, no, I would like to drive by, but sometimes I would like to say, you know what? Depending on how this game goes, he goes to a Super Bowl. Maybe he's not as much of a cancer as originally thought. Maybe not. Maybe he is. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
he's
been an
what they
issue
needed. He can get downfield. I mean, Baker's played like garbage. That's not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not like a
I don't
shocking
even.
thing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know if it's the cancer part. You know what I mean? Like, obviously the Giants. It was the highlights. They never won because they fucking stink. All right, and Baker's that much of a fucking trash can. You know what I mean? So that's just fucking reality. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You know what I mean? So. I mean, I'm sure he's not a nice guy. I'm sure he's we know he's a me guy. So, I mean, I'm sure he's not a great teammate. You know what I mean? But I don't even look at his time in Cleveland and put it on him. because that's how. That's
Well, he had a good year in Cleveland before he got hurt the next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, before he tore his ACL, he was playing well. They were actually looked like they had a nice
Baker could
connection.
throw the ball. Man, I'm not making excuses. For
Yeah, no, I know.
Baker was really hurt this year. I mean, Baker was really hurt this year. I'll give him this year as
like, hey, maybe that's not fully who you are, but they did have success together in their little time together. So it showed that Odell can still play, right? So it was never like Odell can't play. This year, when you start taking shots at your quarterback, especially when you know that he's banged up and trying to play through shit, like that's when you almost want to rally around the guy, not the opposite.
I know, but it is his left shoulder. You know what I mean? So you see sweeps. You say to yourself, sweeps. You got an agenda. You know, because you hate the guy. It's his fucking left shoulder. Come on, let's fucking calm it down. Let's calm down. It's not his right shoulder.
It's still he's still playing a physical sport with a torn label. I'm sure it's hurting.
That's why they made a harness. I fucking throw BP every day with a tear in my shoulder.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Just trying to tell you, buddy.
Oh my God.
Give the guy $90 million.
Oh my
First
God.
round pick, first overall. He should have been.
Just trying to tell you. First team all BP. Throw it every day.
You off him, man.
Fucking tear.
He'll give you more right now than left-handed than Baker's giving you, Cleveland. We got your answer finally. You've been looking for a QB, you got one.
The women of Cleveland, fucking they creaming their pants for sweeps.
Oh my God.
His ass, every time he shakes his ass pre-snap.
The women go crazy.
That fucking Parkman.
That's great. I like how he switches up at the end too. Parkman doing his little shimmy, make the women in Cleveland here puke.
Here we go. Big play here. Third and 3.
D'Amico is going to be a hot name for a coach soon.
Sure. Looks like he can still play.
Tom, I think he looks like he's 22 years old.
Yeah. I'll give him another deal, Philly, for the Eagles.
Goodness gracious.
Give him another deal. What kind of play call is that?
You're way
I love that call out of you. I love that.
Yeah, you're way ahead of you. Jesus.
Love that. Love that.
You're way ahead of
that.
us.
4th and 6. Love it.
You're way ahead of us.
Good play call, Sean. Good play call, bud.
My bad, he says. My bad. You think, Sean? You think it's your bad? You can throw it all around.
He did say my bad.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
You're way ahead.
My bad.
Nobody out there. Oh, my God.
This is what I hate reactions, all right? Because you're way ahead of us, Fios idiots. Fuck!
First time ever Comcast wins, right? Comcast never wins.
I got to figure something out. I'm usually ahead. Coming. Something's not right here.
YouTube's coming, buddy. I cannot wait to call the court. I told Christine, I told Christine, let me call. I told Christine, let me call. Because I want to talk to Mr. Fios, and I want to tell him, fucking suck my dick. We're out. It's fucking stream time. YouTube TV. I fucking been doing my research. Let's go.
I'll tell you that. Great plug for YouTube.
As long as I get all my shows. As long as I get all my fucking shows, I'm good.
Listen, I said this too. I mean, I wrote an email to Verizon.
We should send that clip right there to YouTube. Tell them that they owe us cash now.
And there's the 3-point game that Wills was alluding to because Sean McVay's a fucking fat loser. So 20-17, and go to the fucking Super Bowl. He's got no fucking t-shirt that fits, and 3.5. Fuck me.
Jimmy G.
I know what I was going to say. Whatever. I don't even remember what it was now.
Something about I don't know. I smoke too much weed. I lose everything quick.
You counting the shots, my bad. Yeah, I don't. You know.
Oh yeah, my bad. That's on me. That terrible play call's on me.
Yeah, I love that.
Sure is.
That's what I tell my 13-year-old kids. That doesn't change it. All right. Just because you want to fucking tell me that doesn't make it, doesn't make it right that you're horseshit. You know what I mean? So let's fucking table that and just say, hey, listen.
That's on you. I got eyes.
Yeah,
I'm well aware.
You know what I always say?
Let's move on. Let's just move on to the next play.
You know what I always say?
When you throw that fucking ball in the stands, don't tell me my bad. I like Will said, I fucking saw it. I already kicked the fucking bucket 50 feet in the fucking air. I seen it. I don't need you to tell me it's my bad. I saw it.
You know what's funny? Every time I get that, you know what I say? I know.
Yeah.
I know it is.
Yeah,
it
wasn't my bad.
At all time. We all watch it. I know. Now go get the next one. Right? Like you don't gotta come. We don't gotta come have a sit down. We don't have to have a meeting, right? Because you booted one, right? Or you had a shitty at bat or whatever. Like, I know. Go get the
Short
next one.
memory.
You all
Short
watch
memory.
it. You gonna sit here and talk about it the rest of the game? Because then you're gonna go miss the next one.
The problem with the country now. Everyone wants to talk too much.
Every time you come in, every inning, let's go back. I told one kid, let's go back and we'll talk about what happened in the second. We'll just keep going back. And then guess what's going to happen in the third? We're going to be talking about what happened in the third and the fourth and the fifth and the sixth, etc. And it'll probably carry into the next game if you keep talking about it. And balls are going to keep finding you. And then we got a problem. Then I don't know if I can play you. I might have to sit you down. I don't know where we stand. I don't know where
what that is. That's the country. That's the country, Tom. Because that's all it is now. Well, let's just sit down and talk it out. Let's just talk about it. You know? Why just talk about it?
The worst is after every.
How are you feeling? How'd you feel? How'd you feel while that happened?
The worst
How are you feeling about that? Shut the fuck up. How's that?
The worst is after every pitch. How about you get the guy where
I hate
how about you get the guy where every ball you flip him, he wants to know what am I doing wrong? I said, dude, the fuck out of my cage. The fuck out of my cage. You understand? We're not going to discuss this fucking every fucking ball. How about you take a fucking round of 12 and then we talk about how horseshit you are? That's fine. We're not going to talk about it every pitch. Fucking make an adjustment. I can't play for you. We can't play for you. Anyway, sorry.
I can tell that baseball has started.
No, the best one's the pregame. Please, the best one's the pregame. Right? The pregame. What did I do wrong in there? Dude, we're playing in 20 minutes. What are you talking about? We got a game in 20 minutes. I don't know. I gotta go. Let's go back in again. Right? And I'll dissect. Right? I'll get under the engine. I don't know. Right? 20 minutes pregame. We're gonna have this conversation. What am I doing wrong? How about you think positive?
Oh my God.
And tell yourself that you had a great round, because then maybe it'll pay off for you. Right? You know what I mean? We're not gonna talk about your BP round pregame. Like we're one-on-one on a lesson.
Such a pain.
Like we're one-on-one here. We're not one-on-one. I got 11 other guys. I got to worry about what's wrong with their shit. And I'm trying to figure out who's pitching, what we're doing, trying to win a game.
Aaron Donald's good enough. I need a play out of you, Aaron. I need a strip sack.
He almost got that one. That was close.
All fired up over here now.
Close.
I can't. Got a lot of things to worry about. Think positive. Act like you had a great round. It'll pay off. They didn't get it off.
You are so ahead of us.
Good. About time, Comcast. I wrote a big email to Verizon. I wrote an email to Verizon when I moved here because they didn't have Fios, and I was furious because I loved Fios. I didn't want Comcast. Credit to Comcast because you're winning every day. No internet problems, no issues. Fucking ahead of you guys. Win-win.
I'm going to start changing channels right now, try to fuck some shit up, try to get back ahead of you. We'll see if it works. Tom, maybe throw a pause in real quick. You know, maybe in case you guy runs to the bathroom, throw a pause.
I could pause it. Tell me where you guys are at.
Second and 15, 12 seconds on the play clock.
Let's throw a pick here first, and then we'll get back to it. Oh, my God, you're getting out of this.
Yep, you're snap. You're fucking snap.
Pick! Oh, my God!
Oh, my God.
So you're 5 seconds ahead of us.
That would have been a great clip.
Your boy Ramsey.
8 seconds ahead of you.
That's your boy Jalen.
You're literally 7 seconds ahead of us. This is a goddamn tape
I'm pretty
delay.
close now.
This is a fucking tape delay on me because I'm being censored. I'm being fucking censored, Greg. That was at least 8 seconds.
And that was Jalen, too. That was Jalen that couldn't take it to the house.
It's always the fucking big mouth. It's always the fucking big mouth.
Go play.
That's a pick six. Pick six.
Need you to catch it. Go play it up.
Definitely need you to catch it.
It's not a good play.
Especially if your cart drops his.
You broke in on the route. I mean,
it's a pick six.
It should be a pick. I agree there. They didn't get it off again. They didn't get that off. Sack him, please.
He wasn't even ready to get it off. Jesus Christ.
Let's go get 7 sweeps. Let's go get 7 sweeps. Let's go get 7, baby. Come on.
Buddy. We need it. I don't think
one time for the guy.
Hey, let's get a good let's get a good punt and a turnover, San Fran defense.
How unorganized was that San Fran on that?
That was the worst drive I've ever seen.
They weren't even ready to hike the ball. They're lucky that he caught the fucking hike.
That's fucking.
With a real Kyle Shanahan, please stand up.
Yeah, I could have taken the game there. I could have taken the game.
That's a brutal drive.
Hey, Kyle. Another. Can you blow another one, Kyle? Can it be another blown lead? Another 10-point blown lead?
That's a brutal
49 guy.
I would love it. I would love it. I'll talk about it all week. If Kyle Shanahan blows another lead, you're not going to hear the end of this. You're not going to. And McVay's been atrocious. So now you blow a 10-point lead, and the other coach has been atrocious on the other side. Oh my God! If I'm John Lynch, I'm questioning everything.
It's a brutal drive.
Bringing Jimmy G back.
That was a
Agree to
brutal
the
drive.
poll.
I was going to say, Greg, you might want to change your answer. My
I like
God.
that you're mad. I like that you're mad, Jalen, but I need that one. I like that you're mad, but I need that one, Jalen. Give up 2 firsts for you. gonna need you to bring that one in.
Oh, look at Cooper. Of course, great teammate. Hey, Jalen, calm down, buddy. Nice job. Nice fucking series for us.
Well, they can't run versus that. They're a problem up top.
Is Akers hurt?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
I just paused for a second.
They said that earlier.
Hurt is it? I told you
all right, where are
49
you
got
guys
lit
at?
up. How is that not a penalty?
They say question.
Where are you guys
at?
at?
His clock.
Can you tell me where you're at? I just
Oh
pulled.
my God! What a fucking hit, Scronic.
So hard to talk to you guys. So hard to talk to you
I
guys.
know, buddy. I'm
Where
sorry,
are you
buddy.
guys at on your TV?
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
It's
I'll tell you when they
23
break the huddle. When they break the huddle, bang, broke the huddle.
Oh, you're a broke huddle?
You're ahead of me. I'm 17 seconds.
I'm going back to where I was.
7,
You're breaking
6,
huddle.
5.
Wow. I'm
4,
8 seconds. Yeah,
3.
I'm being censored. I'm being fucking censored. That's incredible.
They didn't get it off.
Yeah, they did.
Throw the flag. That's a hold.
Good ball. Good ball. Let's go.
Wilson's just bagging it right now.
It's
Tin
unreal.
can. It's tin
I
can.
know.
cup.
This is not good. It's not good when the kid starts begging. What a terrible spot. What a shame they can't challenge that spot because they got no timeouts. They had a terrible spot. They put that 2 yards short. He was a first down.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. He caught it with his knee down.
Wasn't first down.
Doesn't matter if he backs up.
Right there.
Wow, zeros.
But he's never been touched.
God damn it.
Need it.
It's good.
Let's go. Let's go.
4-minute drive for a tutty.
I do. I pause it, Will, so I don't know where you're at, but I try to get closer to you at least.
I'm just not going to comment.
You're no.
I think I might be in the lead now.
Jerk off.
I think I might be in the lead now.
21 seconds. 20. 19.
17, 16,
5 seconds.
15,
Yeah, oh my God, you're
14.
That much?
How
I'm
did
with
he
you,
do it?
Will.
He said he was changing the channel, and the guy did it. It's incredible.
No. I paused. That's why.
No, this guy, the big fella, said, "I'm fucking leaving." He's going somewhere else. The guy was searching the fucking interwebs.
That's what you got to do.
The interwebs.
You got to reset that shit.
He came back, and the guy is 7 seconds ahead of me.
As soon as you start fucking with the DVR sweeps, it starts fucking with where you're at live TV. You got to move it around, reset it globally. Come on back.
Got delete some recordings.
I just went to fucking ESPN. All right.
Tackle him.
Israel 17-0. He's on ESPN. Yeah, I'm going back.
Adesanya?
Yeah, 17-0.
All right, we got
I don't know if that's old. It might
Another
be
third down coming. Another third down.
and 3.
old. Greg's like, yeah, it's old.
Third and
29,
They
28.
just don't have anything on Sunday
27.
nights. usually.
Yeah.
We even now, Tommy?
So I was like, there's the Israel Adesanya fight not on Saturday night? Stream seems strange.
I got 3rd and 3, 15 seconds. Where we at?
Oh,
10.
there's fear that the Jazz's Joe Ingles has suffered a significant left knee injury. That's not good.
My TV just froze.
I like Joe Ingles.
Cooper!
Oh, wow. What a
Cooper!
ball.
All right,
my
Cooper.
God.
Go, Coop! Go, Coop!
Standard fucking
Cooper
feet.
Loop! Cooper Loop!
Don't even think about playing for a field goal, you cocksucker.
That was a great ball. That was a great ball.
I hate
Great
people on
ball.
different sides, but
That was a dime piece.
That was.
Great ball.
Dime piece. Yeah, Bill. Let's go. Cup. Teresa Cup. Leon Cup. Comment in, everybody. Hit the like if you haven't. Hit the share if you haven't. Giddy up, Rams. Let's go.
Rams, 2 girls, 1 cup. 2 girls, 1 cup. 1 time. Let's go. Let's go.
That was my team name on here.
2 Niners, 1
Two
cup.
Girlies, 1 cup was my team name because I had Todd Gurley and Cooper Kupp.
Wow, both receivers over 100. That's fun. You can't run the ball on me and you, but that's fun.
Beckham and Kupp both have 100.
Yeah, he's playing for a field goal. It's field goal soup.
Yeah, that's nice.
They
Ah,
run
I'm guessing Stafford's got 3. He's gonna throw a touchdown a couple on 3rd down.
knew he should have bought the.
Oh,
30.
he hit his hand on the helmet though. Oh, hit the throwing hand on the helmet. Oh, cracked thumb. Throw a
Stafford's
pick.
gamer.
Throw a pick.
Stop it, Wilson. Stop.
Come on, Matt. Remember the Lions, Matt.
Don't you do this to us.
This is field goal soup, Wilson. You're good, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Should have bought the dirty hooker. Should have bought the fucking dirty hooker. I knew it.
This does
It's crazy because I put my big one on the money line, but it doesn't pay out a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm risking 200 and I'm only winning 111. You know what I mean? So I didn't even like it, but I said Rams, I got to do it. And but I didn't like the 3.5. I didn't like the 3.5 either.
Rightfully so. I would blow a Smurf for 111 right now. So just in case there's any fucking Smurfs out there.
Well, listen, if there's a Smurf, Sweep wants to talk to you.
There'll be a small guy out there painting himself blue just to get
5 guys just painting themselves like Patrick Mahomes blue.
Matareki's at home painting himself blue.
I'm gonna reel this back in.
I'm just kidding, Mike, if you're watching.
I'm just gonna reel this back in. But I don't bet. I don't go like that high with games. Like Sweeps knows I might go 50. If I really like something, maybe I do a 75 piece, but like I don't do 200s. And I was like, you know what? I've been yelling Rams by 1 million, right? Hey, well, put your money where your mouth is, Tom. And I didn't like the 3.5 though. So then you'd be like, well, how'd you love the game so much? I don't know. I just thought they would win. That half fucking bothered me.
1 million is more than 3.5. 1 million is more than 3.5. Where were you? Send me a fucking memo. 1 million is more than 3.5.
Well, get a touchdown here, and then we're right where we're by 1 million, and we cover. But at the end of the day, I just
Shanahan probably lets him score. Shanahan's that guy over analytics.
No,
Greg.
Go
ahead, score, and then get the ball back.
He said, "Shut up."
Shut the fuck up, Greg. Jesus Christ! Thank God Greg's not in charge of anything. Jesus Christ! Shut the fuck up, Greg.
Somebody needs to hire Greg tomorrow. All right, John Lynch, hire Greg tomorrow.
I had the Chiefs earlier. I'm 21-3. All right, I'm still a little pissed off from that.
Yeah.
Still can't believe that before halftime. So I knew that I had no chance to cover as soon as the halftime thing happened. I said, well, they're not going to cover. I thought they still might win, but I knew they weren't going to cover. Cocksuckers.
Name brand. I wouldn't pay for any big time wide receiver until I get a quarterback that I trust. Right? Like I gotta find that guy, and then I can go.
Yeah. My cousin Russ
to
Wilson.
his point, I think Odell proved that it wasn't necessarily him. Kind of what you were alluding to earlier, Tommy.
Yeah, this is what I got
still
Stafford making the throws that Jared Goff can't make, and Niners big time limited with him. It is hard. I mean, we talked about to start the show. It's they sacked.
They're limited with Lance.
Get him, put him down. Let's go.
There we go. Now we're gonna need a pick 6.
We had it. Ramsey dropped it.
All right.
No, we need is San Fran blocked field goal PD.
They're still down.
Blocked field goal for a tutty.
They're still down there.
If Tom didn't have the money line, I'd be rooting for
that ball.
I'd be rooting for a blocked field goal touchdown. To your point, Will. But
Tom, why would you put that in the world?
I know.
Why would
Tom has the money line. I said.
You still put it in the world, though. I
put it in the world.
I don't like listening to you. You say a million things. I can't even keep up. You're never on topic. So I mean, what do you want me to say?
Okay, I'm right here on topic. What are you talking about?
No, as soon as I mean, my goodness, no, you're not. You're never on topic. You're always in a different area code.
I'm right here.
I know, but it's a different area code. Cooper.
08106. Tackle him. Yes.
Field goal it is.
Niners call timeout. Okay, yeah, that's how the game works. Let's go. Jesus.
Jimmy G pick.
You better hope it's your boy Ramsey because everybody else probably goes down. He might go for the house.
They did go all in for this, though. So now it's up
they
to
absolutely did. They traded how many? Oh, traded 6 first-round picks. Holy shit.
2024 is their next first-round pick.
Amazing. It's like you know what I mean? It's crazy.
I mean, that's how
you're good at what you do.
Like you said, if you think that your window is right now, that's when you go for things. It's a smart way to do it.
Yeah, but if you draft well, listen, you can hit in the second to third. So it's not like you can't still put pieces on your
We
roster.
might as well trade our next 20. The way we've been drafted. Well, last year's draft looks like it was pretty good.
All right, 2017 Rams.
Minute 46 left.
This is good. If this holds up, it would be. I still believe this is a more intriguing Super Bowl matchup than the other way.
Definitely a better game.
Yeah,
I would
think
say
it's
a more exciting game.
Yes.
We'll talk about it
sure.
when it goes final. We'll give her early Super Bowl predictions for the family.
Even though San Fran smoked Cincinnati in Cincinnati this year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
But
I think early on. But
I think Kittle had
we'll give her Super Bowl prediction,
Kittle had 1,000 yards
and then we'll get into our Sixers conversation.
and won that early. I don't think, by the way.
So, what does anybody think? Are Niners going to go on a drive? Does Jimmy G go on a drive right
I
here?
hope so.
Did we get?
But I would say probably not.
Did we get 2 OT games in title games?
That would be great.
Agree or disagree? We'll get 2 overtime
That would be
games.
nice. That would be fun. But I'm
Yeah,
going to disagree.
That would have probably been
I'll
a wild
disagree
bet
to that.
today. That would have been a wild bet today. Both games go to overtime.
Yeah. Well, do you agree or disagree? Does this one go to OT?
I'm gonna agree.
Okay. Sweeps. Agree or disagree? Does it go to OT?
I have to agree because it's my only shot.
I'm gonna say it
What do
doesn't
you
go to
have,
overtime. San Fran
What
wins
do you
in
have?
regulation.
I have 3
24-20.
dirty hooker. 3 and a fucking moronic dirty hooker because I'm a fucking moron. All right, that's my own
I
fault.
also have 3 and a hook the other way. So I'm okay. I'm okay with you guys winning by 3. I
Well,
wish there was a way we could win by 3.5 and all push. I'll be fine with that.
Yeah. That's why I went money line. I don't trust the 3.5.
Actually, oh my god. All right. So first of all, holy shit, I'm reeling this back in. Wow. So, wow, 3 in the dirty hooker. I also have 6-0, 26-20. I win $500. Holy shit! All right, come on, Jimmy. Come on. All right, Tommy. Sorry, Tom. We'll get it in overtime, Tom.
Up.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Glorious. Big man running it
Holy
in.
shit.
Big man
You know
running it.
91. You know
I would've
91 would
dropped
have ran that in.
I would've
I
taken
didn't
my
real-
clothes
I didn't-
off.
I forgot I had.
I would have dropped my clothes for him right on air. I would have ripped clothes off, been like Frank, throwing them around.
I forgot I had 6-0. Oh my god! But I would have took that too.
What's that for? Sweeps? A little block pool?
Yes, somebody did an AFC NFC Championship thing for like a fundraiser, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm a degenerate."
Yeah, right with you.
So
Yeah,
I got some Royal Rumble money.
My
Burned a
AFC
hole in my Venmo.
my AFC one was garbage. Remember, I was telling you guys that was 9-7. That was garbage.
Yeah, it's
I had
good.
no chance there. But here I got 6-0 and 9-6, which is brutal.
That's a good throw there. It's a good throw there, Jim.
Good
But
play
this
to stand out.
6-0, I got a shot.
Good decision there, Jimmy. What a joke.
Saved the timeouts for when they had to get the ball back.
So 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
But not Debo.
I don't know if that came out well.
Oh,
God.
pick! Go!
Tommy!
No, fall down! No!
Tommy!
Oh!
No!
Yep, game over. He said, "Leave."
Was that Weddle?
Yep.
No.
How
No.
could there be somebody there, though? I mean, like, it's just, I don't know. I mean, obviously, you don't deserve the fucking win. So I'm a moron. But how could there be somebody there?
I hit
There
the
should be
bet,
nobody
though.
there. There should be
I wanted
nobody
San
there.
Fran to win. Shit.
There should be nobody there. You know what I
He
mean?
might have just gone down anyway. So
He's
look like
being
his own guy
pressured.
was tackling him.
Those guys never go down. They see the fucking pay dirt, they're going. I mean, it's 10 yards away. But there just has to be a guy there. I mean, come on. Who's there?
That's when you need Ed
Once
Reed to
Von
pick it.
Miller got acclimated, not that they weren't already good, but once Miller got acclimated there, he's been
The
a
thing is,
monster.
if they take the lead on you, you're in so much trouble. That's why the Bengals might be in big trouble. Because if the Rams take the lead, holy shit, they just pin their ears back. And the Bengals already can't block anybody.
Yeah.
Von Miller and Aaron Donald, holy shit. And Floyd.
It's they got the best defensive front in football. I mean, we're not talking about Leonard Floyd in this conversation, right? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah, he said and Floyd, yeah.
yeah, I didn't know if you said that, but regardless, I mean, you're talking about arguably the best front, maybe outside of the Niners, because the Niners bring problems to teams too. You know, the Chiefs had a good front for you. I mean, the only team that doesn't on paper per se is the Bengals, right? Out of the four left, I mean, they're front four cities, right? I mean,
And yes, they're not as great, but they made upgrades this year to be better.
yeah.
Yeah,
Good
you would
for
think
me.
next year they're probably will.
Congratulations to
Kick a
Matthew
field goal.
Stafford. Congratulations to Matthew Stafford. Did everything the right way in Detroit, right? His way out of there, everything done the right way. Granted, listen, he's put in a great situation. I get it. It's hard to win in this league. I don't care what situation you're in. It's hard to go to Super Bowls. Not easy to do, right? And he had some struggles
Very
this
hard.
year, etc. But this guy, I don't want to ever hear he's not a winner. I don't want to hear the stigma of when he was in Detroit. This guy can flat out spin the football, right? And I know he's surrounded by a ton of talent. I get it, but you still got to produce. You still got to win games, right? You still got to win games. And Matthew Stafford won 3 postseason football games this year, all right? Some guys didn't win that their whole career.
Listen, guy's a gunslinger.
Does-
All right, I don't know why you would ever bring up, not you, anybody would ever bring up the past when it's it's a limited window and it's with the Detroit Lions. All right, sorry, Don.
Yeah,
And
sorry, Don.
You know, Don. We love
Yeah,
you.
he knows.
Right?
He knows.
You know,
He's
buddy.
got eyes.
Oh, we're not telling you. You know, this is. I didn't just give you the Detroit press and throw it on your fucking doorstep, and you read it. Oh shit, the Lions stink. You know that. You know that, buddy. All right. So we love you. All right, buddy. All right. So I don't know why that ever came into play. Right. The dude's a fucking tremendous arm talent, and he fucking competes, and he fucking plays every game, and he had the fucking consecutive, starts until he got hurt. I think whatever it was, that 1 year, before he left Detroit, the year before he left. It cracks me up about the whole, listen, he can give you a pick six. I mean, we know, obviously he threw a pick from the 3-yard line, which cost me the bet. You know what I mean? But, we know that's the guy from the fucking LA guy from my show. But he can fucking turn it over and he can give you a pick six. You know what I mean? That's what gunslingers do. You know what I mean? But, I never understood the whole, previous stuff. Like, oh, he's never won a playoff game. No shit. He was in Detroit. He wasn't in New England.
No, I just think that people that there's people, how people are. You know how people online.
No, you're right. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking to them.
Debo Samuel's such a fucking monster, though.
Like he's not a winner. And he just.
Well, here's
proved it
one.
wrong.
I mean, I think he was borderline even before this year. Does getting to a Super Bowl, does that put him over the top for a Hall of Fame, or at least more in the conversation? I thought he was borderline. Huh?
If he wins it?
No, just even getting there.
No. I think
getting
he
playoff
might be
wins,
one.
getting that stigma off of him.
I gotta
He's
see
got the numbers.
Okay, if he has the numbers, then I would say he's in.
I mean, like passing yards. We'll look it up. But
you also said Jordan Davis is 26, so please Google that one. But
I was waiting for somebody to drop that in.
All jokes aside, I think winning one, Greg, just stamps it. Night. He wins it this year. You can book him in the Hall of Fame because the numbers are there, and now you have a title.
50,000 yards, 323 TDs, 161 INTs.
Well, what's their standards? Like, what does he go up against? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
like,
it's different now, though, because it's a passing league. You know what I mean? Like, there's guys there that don't have stats anywhere near that, but it's a totally different league then.
I think winning matters in the NFL. I think
winning absolutely
But that's
matters.
the one thing he hasn't done this year. At least he's proven that he could. He might potentially lose the Super Bowl, but at least he's got that stigma of never winning a playoff game off of his back, right?
He's a Hall of Famer. They let everybody in. He's a Hall of Famer, and I'm not saying
he'll get an event. He's not done it.
Exactly. So. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it or he's not continuing to add to his resume, but from what Greg said right there, he's a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? Especially the NFL just lets anybody in. You know what I mean? A lot of guys.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said,
they're a little more free. They're a little more loose. They're a little loose and free with their.
Yeah, baseball is like more of an asshole. The baseball writers are assholes and don't let anybody in.
Yeah, please save that because that's my crumb of the week. So let's save that one for nails here. I need to get some things.
Yeah, I got you. I'm not going to say anything more. I'm just saying like the football is kind of the opposite. They let kind of everybody in.
Yeah, not a fan of the writers. We'll get deeper into that as it goes on because there's just too many agendas.
They all have agendas. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, some guy didn't talk to me. Some guy didn't talk to me. He didn't answer my question well enough. He was a jerk to me. I don't give a fuck if he's a jerk to you. I'll get it. Crumb of the week coming in later to the people out there.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to say
that's a joke.
Sean McVay because I'm not a Sean McVay guy. But Matthew Stafford,
Sean McVay's such a douche.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald's stud.
Good dude.
But listen, credit to their general manager too, because it doesn't always work.
They went after it. They did.
Yeah, credit to their general manager because this doesn't always work.
Yep.
And what happened right now?
It almost didn't. It almost
Yeah, and
did
it looks like it might be working. Now they got to go put the finishing touches on it because their job isn't just to get the one, right? The Bengals, it's a feel-good
I mean,
story.
they should win, you would think.
The Bengals is
They're
a
at
feel-good
home.
story.
They'll probably be favored.
Yeah, well, the Bengals is a feel-good story, Wells, right? So, like, you know,
The
they're
Bengals
riding
might be a
high.
little early, I feel like.
Yeah,
They
they're
might be a
riding
little
high.
before, you know.
And listen, we
Rams
always
minus
talk about-
4.5.
And
Well, let
what
me
we
ask you
always-
guys this question. Let me ask you guys this question. Is the
4.5, 49.5. Sorry, Tom.
the fact that the Rams are projected to win, right? People expect them to win. You're at home. Does that pressure build up when you look at the Bengals who are coming in just house money?
Yeah.
Nobody thinks we should be here.
Joe
So I
Cool,
mean, I
right?
think it's going to be a great Super Bowl either way. I just think it is. I think we're set up for some great things. And the Bengals are coming in as a dog. I think they like that. They're tough. They find ways to win football games, but so do the Rams, right? The Rams do the same things. I mean, they find ways to win games. They got a lot of firepower. Can the Bengals defense keep up with this offense? And that's the big question mark. And I think when you're going into this football,
Can the Bengals block the Rams D line?
yeah, I mean, there's questions.
Yeah.
Well, can they block the Chiefs, right? And they struggle with that, but Burrow got the ball out of his hands fast. The difference
Somehow Chris Jones just kept not being able to tackle him. I don't know what that was about.
the Rams
How many
secondary
times
is
Chris
better.
Jones have his hands on fucking Burrow today? Like 5?
Yeah, and the
He
Rams
never
secondary is
sacked him once.
No, but the Rams secondary is better than what they have in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So you would think that, okay, maybe they can slow them down. I think it's going to, listen, like I said, I think it's going to be a great game. If you're putting the gun to my head right now, Greg, what was the line?
It's now 4. Jesus, it moved already, and the over under
Early money's on Cincy.
4
like
and
Cincy.
50.
But
I think I like Cincy.
But like you, but like
I
we
think we're
always,
talking about another field goal game.
but like we always allude to, like when you
It
go
was
for like
4.5, 50.5, literally a minute ago.
You got to get it at 4 right now. Right
but
now.
I'm just going to elaborate on Tom's point. The more obviously you alluded to it, but the pressures on the Rams. I mean that's free money. The Bengals are playing with free money. We all know that. You know what I mean? But not only are the Bengals home, they went for it. Right. And we're all for that. All right. We're all for living in the moment. You know what I mean? You talk about as Sixers fans. All right. We're wasting the window with Joel. You know what I mean? So not to change sports on you. I'm just saying we're all for going. If you're going to go in, push your chips in, but you got to win it though. You push your chips in and you're a runner up and you're a bridesmaid. That's big trouble. That's big trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's a must win.
Mm-hmm.
It's a must win for them. Must win for the Rams. Must win.
It becomes a must win for them. And, and I think that puts that added pressure on you that if I was getting the game in right now, gun to my head, I take the Bengals to cover it, I feel like. But I still think the Rams win this football game. I think we're in another field goal game here, boys. One way or the other. I think we're in a dog fight here. Because that's with this everything after the wild card game, right? After the first round of games, everything's been dogfight city. Right? You know what I mean?
We've always said, Tom.
Which is what you hope, right?
Yeah, I love it.
It's what we've always said, dude. It's what we've always said. It's the reason that the NFL is so popular. It's the reason that everyone envies the NFL. The parity is unreal. It's so the difference between winning and losing games in the NFL is so small.
It's a little extra.
So small.
Yeah, it is.
And it's worked so well. Usually there's a couple blowouts, but it's worked so well this postseason. Every game has been fucking tight.
Yeah,
Every
the
game's been
blowouts were in
dynamite.
the opening weekend where you had a 7 seed in, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Like you minus the 7 seed games out. It's been a ton of dynamite.
Been awesome.
Oh, can I say something real quick? Because I'm sorry, because we're giving our little early prediction for the Super Bowl. And that is brought to you by FanUp. And FanUp is the best way to enjoy fantasy sports, daily NFL contests, NBA contests, and more. Right? Bachelorette, for people who like to get into that, The Bachelor. They got every type of contest. Go soak it in. I love it. And you win great prizes. Sign up today and make sure you use promo code A2D. That's 5,000 bonus points, $50 value. FanUp, you can find them right on the Apple Store. Go download them. Go use promo code A2D. Wait for the show's over, at least. You know what I mean? After the show. And they're going to have NBA rocking. And it's fun. And there's no salary caps. And I think it's just an easy way.
I screwed up, man. I was in the running for the playoff one where the $100 entry one. I was in the money. And I forgot to set the lineup before the early game started, so I forgot to add the Chiefs. So my lineup was all this game, which I think I did well, but I took myself out of the money.
That happened. Happens to the best of us, Greg. You know what I mean?
But
That's
no,
terrible.
it's
That's
awesome.
terrible.
I love
terrible,
Fan Up.
Greg.
No, I do love it. So make sure you guys go download it, go find them. And yeah, I agree, DJ. Matthew Stafford, exactly why the Eagles should trade for a QB. He's one of the reasons, but he's also was the right QB. It's got to be the right age, all those types of things matter. How much am I giving up? Blah, 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 blah. All those things factor in on going to get the guy. I honestly don't have a rooting interest in this football game. I would like for
that's where I'll disagree because that's not the perfect age, right? That's not the perfect age of the guy to go get. To me,
yeah, I have both guys.
Star player, Greg. You go get a star player.
There's teams.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy? A perfect age. You want Deshaun?
Yes.
I would take Deshaun as well. He's got more baggage, though.
Don't disagree. But you're talking about perfect age, right?
Me.
You're talking about perfect age of the new age of
the
these
only
quarterbacks.
reason Deshaun's available is because of the bag.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't find 25-year-old quarterbacks that are studs that are available. It's very rare.
No, I agree. That's why I go get them. That's why you go get them when you can, right?
I would too. I'm with
the Rams.
You. I said I would have traded for him last year.
Before the end of the before this all
I
season,
would sit him down and talk to him.
You didn't think that Matt Stafford was available either, right? You know what I mean? And then so that's kind of like that whole scenario playing out again.
Yeah, but Matthew Stafford, is he older than Russell Wilson is right now?
Well, no, but
Probably.
the Rams are in a different spot than we are.
Are they?
Yeah, the Rams went all in.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're pretty fucking good, Greg. I don't think that we're that bad, honestly. I think you think we're farther away than we actually are, which I know you do because you're Negadelphia Greg. So I know.
No, we're a major quarterback away.
Yeah. So okay. So then why not go get him?
I don't know that Russ is that guy.
Oh my God.
At this age,
you watch football, dude. This age, you're acting like Russell Wilson's 40.
Well, he's been banged up a lot recently.
Well,
he looked great at the end of the year. Looked phenomenal.
We're just got to make that deal and understand it. You got to win within 2-3 years.
Well, yeah, I won't give up 3. I might give up 1.
We have Russell Wilson and we have a ton of cap. Go. Let's go after it. What are you want to just keep sitting back like, oh, we're okay.
I'd rather go Watson.
We're not bad.
I'd rather go Watson.
I'd rather go after it.
I'd rather go Watson in the baggage. You know what I mean? And get over the baggage.
I disagree, but I'm fine with that. I would rather go Russell than Watson, but I'm fine with that.
It's not a shot.
I'll go either one.
I just go where my window is going to be large, potentially longer, right? Stafford and Russ are the same age. Stafford's 33. But I don't think the Eagles currently right now are where the Rams were last year.
No, but we have
because our defense, especially, it wasn't as dominant, right?
We have a ton of cap,
had a huge dominant defense. They were just missing that leader at the quarterback position.
Listen, the only way I'm trading for Russell Wilson, I'll give you a first, I'll give you Jalen Hurts, and I'll give you a second. That's the deal. Because I got to sign him.
Yeah,
I'm not giving more than that. I'm giving you a quarterback
for Russ.
Yeah, I'm not giving up multiple firsts.
One first, because think about the Stafford deal. I'm giving you one first. All right, I'll give you a second, and then I'll mix in Jalen Hurts too. So now you have a starter moving forward.
I'll even give the second in 2024, and I'll say if depending on how he plays for us or whatever, it can become a first in 2024. I'm okay with that. I'll even do that. But I'm not fucking around with any more draft picks from this year's draft. You know what I mean? Like I'll take one draft pick.
No, because I got to get better. So if I'm trading for a guy like that, I need first round picks too that add in and get younger, right? It all makes sense.
Yeah, I'm saying that's 2 years down the road, though, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like I'm not going to trade. We have 3 first rounders this year. I'm not trading more than one of them. I'm making 2 picks.
Yeah, exactly. I'm giving you a quarterback.
Yeah, no, I'm right with you.
If I'm only giving one,
I feel like that should be able to get it done.
If I'm only giving one, I would then be back in on Russ. If I'm giving 2 or more, I'm out on Russ. I'd rather go give it to Houston for Deshaun.
I don't want to give 2 or more to anybody, honestly.
Greg, you don't have to give them 2 because you're giving them a quarterback.
Well, if they want them.
Well, they're going to take them because
you just got to take them anyway.
Yeah, they're going to take him because they can sell it to their fan base.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
You know what I mean? They're not going to turn him down. He's a cheap deal, right? And it's like they can catch lightning in a bottle or they can't. But they'll be like, okay, we get a similar skill set per se. We'll take a shot at him, and we're going to get a first, right? And we'll get whatever, a second that can turn into a first, right? Maybe you do that next year. Maybe your second next year can turn into a first.
And I will say, like, I'll put something out there, like
if
this
Russell,
is what I would do. I would go get a quarterback personally. If I was running the Eagles, I would go get a quarterback. I don't think they're going to. I think Jalen Hurts is going to be our starter next year, and I think we're going to be mediocre again.
If Russell Wilson takes the Eagles like an NFC title game, then maybe I'll give you another one. I'll give you a first next year too, right?
Yeah, fucking A. That's that second in 2024 becomes the first. We go to the NFC title game. That's how we do it. I just really think that we're not as far away as we think. I really don't. Because of the money that we have, because of the 3 first-round picks that we have, and because of the fact that we can really run the football. And we're going to be able to really run the football next year. We have a very good offensive line. And I think our defensive line needs help, but I think we can address that in the draft. And I know all these people talking about drafting linebacker. That ain't going to happen. So, well, hopefully we dress the D-line and maybe secondary, because we ain't drafting a linebacker.
No, it's not happening.
I love all these dudes keep telling. Every day I see on the ATD Real Talk, like, I'll draft this linebacker in the first round. We haven't drafted a linebacker in the first round since 1979. Jerry Robinson, UCLA, look it up. 1979, people. We're not going to draft a linebacker in the first round. Ain't going to fucking happen. Ain't going to happen.
Jimmy, I would say both guys can move pretty well, though. I wouldn't call them not mobile. I mean, we talk about Stafford and Burrow. They both move. So, I mean, I don't know about –
can do what they need to do.
Yeah, like I think they move pretty well.
Burrow ran a bunch today, I felt like.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, everybody that was left could move but Jimmy. So.
And guess what, though? Everyone that's young can move. I mean, I feel like every QB, when they're young, they can move around a little bit. It's when they get older, they get a little more statuesque. No, some guys can move a lot more than others.
Like Mac Jones.
Every QB in the league has popped off a 10-yard run somewhere here or there.
Yeah, I'm saying Mac Jones can't, though. He hashtag Mac Jones. Like, there's no similarities besides, like, he can throw the football well. Like, there's no similarities with Stafford and Mac Jones or Joe Burrow and Mac Jones. Like, they're not similar.
Full circle to the poll question. You know what I mean? I know Greg was just trying to play devil.
I like Mac Jones.
Greg was just trying to play, he was just coming in 3 against 1, and he was just trying to take another side, which, listen, we all appreciate as a business guy. Nice job out of you. That last drive just showed you. You know what I mean? And listen,
you're absolutely right.
The Rams are loaded, but and I don't know if Trey Lance.
The last 2 drives.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
3.
I don't know if Trey Lance does anything. All right, but those 2, 3, like you said, you want to keep going back. All right, those last 2, 3 drives were atrocious.
Yeah, bad, real bad.
Yeah, like you can't have them in winning money time, right? You know what I mean? Like,
and lose by 3. You lose by
that
30,
game is in your hands. 3. Either drive, right? You have the 6-minute drive where you can go down and go up, or you have obviously the game-winning drive or the game-tying drive there at the end, and you came up ridiculously small. Like you almost didn't even know what was going on. Like the situation seemed like you didn't even know what was going on.
Well, no,
they're up against a play clock.
Them in the nutshell. Like I feel like they.
Yes.
Obviously, I would throw it at Shanahan too. Like what happened there?
Oh,
how about
we're going to throw it at Shanahan.
How about or Greg? The one maybe it was a few drives before that when they just snapped it when he was barely even ready. Remember, we're like, what are they doing? Like he wasn't even ready for that snap. And like they're snapping the ball with 0 seconds on the clock every time. Really, poorly played, poorly executed out of San Fran after they take a 17-7 lead, and you think, hey, they're driving the boat here. Very poorly executed.
Yeah, atrocious, absolutely atrocious.
As Tom would say, Kyle Shanahan is who we thought he was.
Yes, he is.
That's what I'm saying. Like a leopard doesn't change his spots. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that like he's not a good leopard, or he can still attack you. You know what I mean? Like, all right, but it's just like that's who he is. Like, so he's a good, he's a good football coach. He's a young football coach. You know what I mean?
Don't say he's not a good left. That's amazing. With timestamp.
We know who he is. We know who he is. You know what I mean? It's just like, 28-3. I think there was a guy that's, part of the A2D family that asked today, how's that his fault? Excuse me? This thing on? I just drive by. Because I'm, I social media is for, I don't do that. That's good for us. It's not good for me. You know what I mean? So I just drive by. But huh? Huh? It's the offensive coordinator. What do you mean? Is this thing on? How
28-3?
I was 28-3. Not Kyle Shanahan's. Are you out of your fucking mind? You ever watched football before? He's the offensive coordinator. Fucking turn it and run the fucking ball. Right? And you win that Super Bowl. Here you go. Here you go. Don't tell me about Matt Ryan. Just fucking hand the ball off and you win the Super Bowl.
Sweeps, even after they blew the game, they had that ridiculous catch by Julio down the sideline. If they just hand it off 3 times in a row, kick a field goal, game's over. Instead, they try throwing it. Ryan gets sacked out of field goal range. What are you doing?
It's unbelievable. You can be a fan.
What are you doing?
You can be a fan. You can be his wife. You can be in the family tree. You can be in every fucking leaf in the Shanahan family. And you should be able to admit that that's on Kyle. That Super Bowl's on Kyle. So it doesn't mean he's not a good coach. It doesn't mean he doesn't do a lot of good things. All right, he takes the apple. There you go, apple time. All right, and tonight, apple time. All right, I know Jimmy G's his quarterback. That's your fault. Apple time. Let's go.
Yeah, because you're right. As I alluded to in my answer, and you're right. I was just playing devil's advocate. There was many times in this year where they could have gone Trey Lance. Now, because I don't think there was many times this year, especially when they were struggling before they went on that winning streak, that they weren't sure whether they're going to make the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like they were in that middle range, kind of like we were in the middle of the season where we didn't know what we were. So that's the point, that if you thought you were going to go to Trey, then that probably would have been it. But they stuck with him. To their credit, they got here. But again, in this big game, in this big moment, they definitely laid an egg, especially when you're winning.
Yeah, 17-7 with your defense, when you have this team's number. It's late in the third quarter or whatever it was. I think it might have been early fourth. It might have been, might have been started the fourth. I don't know when it occurred, but come on, that's another unacceptable.
It was 17-7 going into the fourth.
Yeah, so
the Rams scored 13 unanswered in the fourth quarter.
Yep, another unacceptable performance by Kyle.
That Sean McVay tried to give away by blowing timeouts and
multiple times. Yeah,
bad decisions. So I mean,
no timeouts with 10 minutes left in the game.
Again, you look at San Fran. They ran the ball 20 times in a game. You're up 17-7.
I don't know what they're doing, because it looked like a couple times Eli Mitchell and Debo were breaking all the chunks.
That's what I'm saying.
Just
and
again,
you're running bubble screens.
Again,
even if you run 3 bubble screens, chances are you're going to pick it up with Debo.
Yeah.
Guy's an animal.
Didn't give the ball to Ayuk enough. I think Ayuk is a stud as well. I like
he had 8
Ayuk
targets, 4 catches for 69 yards. Debo had 7 targets, 4 catches for 72 yards.
I think he had 3 for 59 at half, or 3 for 57. So he had 1 for 12 in the second half then, probably. Which is, good. I mean, to me, I would try to get the ball to Ayuk. If it's not Debo, it's not Kittle, I'm trying to get the ball to Ayuk. I don't know why we're not.
Kittle wasn't utilized today.
Kittle
was
on a tutty, but he didn't do a whole lot.
2 for 27 in the tutty, yeah.
When you're looking at things and you're reporting things, you just got to be honest, and you got to be what your eyes see you. What your eyes tell you. You know what I mean? Like we're the first 4 to tell you. Listen, Andy Reid's a good football coach, but that's what Andy Reid did here. You know what I mean? That's what he does, right? That was it in a nutshell. And nobody's fucking taking any blame away from Pat. Pat was an absolute fucking disaster for 3 quarters. You understand? An absolute jackass. A guy that is relying on arm talent, relying on being a magician, and did fucking dick right from the fucking second half on. And it started
the second quarter on.
Yeah, it started with fucking at the end of the half. At the end of the half, he fucking did nothing. He did more to lose that game than win it. All right. And at the end of the day, they fucking lost it. You know what I mean? But when you're talking about just as the head coach, that's what Andy did here. You know what I mean? 12 wins are great. When it came to crunch time, whether you put it all at his feet or not, you know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff that happened. You got game mismanagement. You got, you're out of timeouts. That's what was so miraculous about last week, that they actually had 2 timeouts left. And Andy Reid team had 2 timeouts left with 13 seconds.
Incredible.
That's the story. That's the bigger story for sweeps. That they had 2 timeouts with 13
I would agree, Sweeps. I'm in full agreement with you. It's amazing.
How did that even happen? Besides Ledger Frazier being an absolute fucking jackass and that horrible decision either not to squib it, whatever, even if you don't go there, the way they played defense was atrocious in 13 seconds. But the story is, how did Andy Reid have 2 timeouts left?
Yeah, I'd like to know how.
I don't know.
Yep, it's on all of them. This is why they're head coaches, right? Like your blames should be dropped right at their feet.
Absolutely.
When it needs to be. When you got leads and you're blowing leads in conference title games, I think you need to be held accountable for that. I know players play, but you run the ship and you get balls in players' hands. And we watched 2 coaches today late in games not get the ball in their best players' hands enough. And you could argue that Patrick Mahomes is the Chiefs' best player. I get that. But I'm talking about playmaker on the outside. Right, same thing goes for the Niners. Just didn't give them the ball enough late in games. You blow leads because you don't sustain drives. You get away from the run. Right, there's little things. Little things matter. They matter in these types of games. And then I told you, when they didn't pick that football off, right, that ball game was over.
Yeah, that was it.
Yep. Yeah, it's got to be picked, Tommy. Because guess what?
Especially in a big game like that.
It was like the 45. It was a punt. He probably runs
first
for
down.
20. He runs for 25 or 30 yards, probably almost down to field goal range. It ends the game.
Listen, I like to talk bad about Jimmy G. I get it, but you pick that off, you're talking about a guy going back to the Super Bowl again. So, it's the little things in games like this, and he's part of those little things. Don't get me wrong, right? Absolutely is. It's not good enough. But, again, in another football game, and it comes down to the Niners just not doing enough. You had your opportunity, and that was your steal right there. You can talk about anything else in the game. That was the steal of the game right there. You pick it. Listen, you got to go kick a field goal. You got to stand. I get it. But the momentum changes right there because they don't go down and score. So there's the other side of it, too. They went down and scored on that drive. 2 plays later, you got to play to Odell. Then you got the personal foul, another 15 yards. All right, ball game.
Yep,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Called it.
There's always 10, there's always a bunch of plays that you can go back and be Monday morning quarterback on. But, when something is blatant as that in the time that it happened, you know what I mean? Like, if that happens in the first quarter, you don't even think about it. You're like, guy dropped it.
Missed opportunity, but it's not going to come back to haunt you,
guy
right?
dropped an interception, whatever. But time and score, we talk about, it's a time and score league, you know what I mean? And that's why it's monumental, you know what I mean? And nobody's, like Tom said, nobody's taking any blame away from Jimmy G or Kyle Shanahan being a fucking atrocity, you know what I mean, down the stretch, you know what I mean? But you catch that ball, it's a game changer. It's a fucking game changer.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball game. Probably ball game, yeah. He probably returns it into field goal range.
Yeah, but Robbie Gould hasn't missed a kick all year.
That's true. Robbie Gould's stud.
So I'd assume he's just like McPherson. He's not missing another one.
No, not in the playoffs.
But listen, real quick, let's give our predictions and then we can get to some Sixers talk and our crumbs. This is so hard right now. Early feel, it's like, how am I right mind do I pick against the Bengals, right, to win it? Like, how? They're scorching too, right? And everything leads to LA. They're playing at home, right? I mean, it's one of those. I'm going to go with the dog early on. I could change it. It's 2 weeks away. But early feel, I'm feeling the dog. I'm feeling the dog.
I love how he wants to say, let's give the scores. I can change it. It's 2 weeks away.
It is. Dude, next Sunday, you can say, you know what? I'm feeling different. That's the point of sports. Like,
he just knows well, I'm right with you on that, Tommy. But I also know that you're going to be on there 36 times before it. I'm going to 35 more of these scores to give.
Well, regardless, I didn't give a score, right? I just said I think they win this football game. I definitely think they covered a 4 early on. But like that feel can change. I'm not going to change it a million times, but if I change it once, it'll go the other way, and that's it. Then I got to stay put. But I think I'm going to ride this out. The Rams are better, but we know how that goes. And real quick, we got a super chat and give me your early prediction, Jeremiah. Thanks, brother. Had a debate with a homie. What makes a coach ready to win? I say if they get to the final dance, they're ready. By the way, Bengals Chiefs was rigged. I don't think.
Yeah.
Patty on the books?
I don't think it was rigged. I think what happened is Cincinnati made adjustments and Andy didn't, like typical Andy.
Like we've seen
like,
that before.
Like we've seen that. We've read this book. You know, fucking
chapter 20.
I haven't read many books, but I fucking read that one.
Wasn't there someone in the Real Talk group too? Like
not saying I'm not studious. I just haven't
the world
fucking
that
read.
Andy's better than Bill.
It's not that I can't read. I just didn't read a lot of books. You know, let me know when the movie comes out. Check it out. I read the Big Red book though. I know that one
read
well.
A lot of Cliff Notes. Who needs to read a fucking?
Know that one well. But yeah, that's to me. It's Andy didn't make adjustments. They're still trying to throw the ball deep. They're like, oh, look at us, 21-3. We'll throw the ball over the place. Fucking end of the half was a killer. Don't make adjustments. Cincinnati makes adjustments. Typical Andy. Run the football, Andy. Fucking moron.
Yeah, I thought I saw somebody in the Real Talk group this week trying to make the case that Andy's better than Bill.
Ha! Sure that happened.
That's the funniest thing I ever heard in my life.
Sure that took place.
That's funny.
Yep, Chiefs abandoned the run. SJM says Bengals outright. What do you guys say?
Well,
I keep saying that I don't feel like the Bengals are ready yet, but they keep winning. So I don't know. Give me 27-21 Rams.
All right, you're giving scores. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know about I was going to score just because they call me the fridge. Fucking ice cold. All right, but I believe it's fucking Stafford time. I believe this is Matty's opportunity. You know what I mean? So, it's just it's time. It's time to get one and shut everybody down. And they went for it, and I think they fucking get rewarded. But listen, Joe Cole's awesome, and listen, this team, like you said, as much as they talk about, Cinderella and all that bullshit, sometimes Cinderella's got nothing to lose, and they just continue to fucking spoil parties. You know what I mean? They're just playing with house money. You know what I mean? So, but I think the Rams get it done.
Well, Jeremiah, I don't know the question. Like what
Cinderella
makes
story
to win? The obvious answer is they get to the final dance. But I mean,
if you're a head coach, you better be ready to win. And my answer would be to that.
I don't know. I think
if you're a GM and you hire this guy as head coach, you better hope he's ready to fucking win. At least you think through your interview process, you think that he's ready to win. Otherwise, why'd you hire him? So, I understand what you're getting at, Jeremiah. But it's very rare that they let coaches, like, honestly, Zach Taylor, that doesn't happen often. Like, a tip of the cap to Zach Taylor, tip of the cap to the Bengals organization, because he went, 6 in, 1,000 his first couple of years. And they just
second year.
They stuck with him.
It's his second year.
No, it's not. Because he went 6 and 22 or something his first 2 years. Definitely not his second year. He went 2 and whatever, and then he went 4 and whatever last year. So what did he go? 2 and 14, and then 4 and 12, right? So that's
maybe
6 and 26.
Maybe his third year, but it's definitely
you're right. Third year.
Yeah, third year for sure.
6 and 26, dude. Like almost every organization fires the coach after that. So tip of the cap to them for sticking with him.
Yeah, well, they didn't have a quarterback, and then they went and got one, and you see how that
he got hurt.
And he got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt last year. I know.
So you're going to ride
probably been better.
Yeah, you're going to ride it out again. And listen, that's what happens. I think what makes a coach ready to win is first off having your quarterback, right? And then you go from there, right? Then if you have your quarterback, you better be winning. But what makes him ready? Can he handle a room? Can he handle grown men? I think that's all. I think that's all important in the conversation.
Yeah, like it depends what organization you are. Like everybody has a higher standard, a higher bar. You know what I mean? Like for the Bengals, just getting to the playoffs, Zach Taylor, that guaranteed him 3 more years. This is even more great.
You're right about that, Sweeps. He might get a lifetime contract.
Yeah, this guy might get a.
He won more than 3 years than Marvin ever did.
Zach Taylor might get a Bruce Pearl. Absolutely, Wilson's right. But just getting to the playoffs, was enough for them. You know what I mean? That was monstrous. You know what I mean? Especially, in their division, which people knew they were going to be pretty good. But don't get me wrong. I mean, don't get this twisted. This was a Browns division all the way. Right, coming out of fucking training camp.
Yeah, or Ravens.
Everybody.
Ravens.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying, but everybody was Browns or Ravens. You know what I mean? And obviously the Steelers and the Bengals made the playoffs. You know what I mean? So
a lot of people had the Bengals 4th.
Yep.
Still, yeah.
I'm pretty sure to make the Super Bowl, they were plus 15,000. I'm not sure if that's true, but I think so.
Yeah. So you going.
So somebody might have won big.
You went into Tennessee. You went into Tennessee and won. Derrick Henry was back. All right. You went into Kansas City and won. I mean, come on. That's a 3-year extension burger. That's a 3-year extension burger if I ever seen one. You know what I mean? And like Wills was saying, you know what I mean? A lot of struggles early on, but they got their piece. So everybody that's talked about that was right. You know what I mean? Wilson was right about the record. Tom was right about getting your quarterback, getting the right pieces, and making the right decisions. You know what I mean? And having tomato cans blocking for you didn't really matter. Didn't really matter because you got your guy at quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, all right, a guy that's not going to hold on to the football. I know he got sacked a lot. I'm just saying, like, he still, for the most part, gets it out quick enough. You know what I mean? And has enough weapons to get it out quick enough. And won a playoff game getting sacked 9 times. That doesn't fucking happen on the road.
Yeah, crazy. That is crazy.
No, it doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. They got to listen. They got a damn good feisty football team.
Yes, they do.
They make adjustments and they find ways to win games. So it's going to be a good one. Greg, who do you got?
I'm all Stafford up. I think the Rams. What's that?
I feel good about the Bengals now.
No, I like the story. I do. I like where they're at. Just goes to show, obviously, as we've said, you get your QB and you get your QB weapons, and it masks a lot of things, right? And stuff like that. So, but I've always been a Stafford guy. Think he's here now. Get him that one so he can potentially ride off in the sunset. Even if he comes back and plays, he doesn't have that stigma over his head anymore.
I mean, I agree with you.
That's where I'm at.
I'm with you, brother. I mean, that's as a Dolphin fan, that's I see what Marino went through. You know what I mean? Like, come on, this is one of the best guys to ever spin it. You know what I mean? But it's a position that's judged on that. So, and me as a biased motherfucker, I don't even put him in the top 5. You know what I mean? Like top 3, top 5. You know what I mean? When it comes to at the end of the day, because it's about winning. You know what I mean?
Got to win one, yeah.
So when you root for a guy like that, I'm rooting for Matt. You know what I mean? It's you have to cut the nets down.
I'm with you on that, Sweeps. Like to me, like Marino is 6. If you talk about just pure arm talent, he's probably 1 or 2.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But he's 6 because he can't be top 5 if he never won, in my opinion. He can't. He just can't be.
You gotta get one.
Can't be.
Everybody's gonna have their chance for one.
And he went as a rookie, which is the craziest shit. Never again.
Nope.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, you got to pop the cherry once.
Dolphins are still looking for a QB.
Still
looking.
Yep, 23.
Marino retired, 98?
22 guys later.
When did Marino retire? 98, 97? Somewhere in there.
Jags playoff game. It should have been 98 or 99.
Yeah. I'm all over that, Sweeps.
I've
been a big football fan since I was a little
Finkel over here, SGM. Yep, Ray Finkel here, buddy.
Ray Finkel.
I've been kicked in the dick for fucking my whole life, buddy. 45 years.
Over under's already going down again. It's
I'm
down a
looking
whole
for Ray
point
Finkel
from when it came out.
And a clean pair of shorts.
But the odds, it's funny. The odds are different. So the Rams are minus 4.
You know why? They heard my score, Greg. 26-21. They heard the score.
The Rams are minus 4 at minus 105.
Really Vegas.
The Bengals are plus 4 actually at minus 115.
Interesting. All right, let's get into some Sixers talk. Staying hot. Sixers conversation brought to you by Gleason's Bar, located 6700 Mill Creek Avenue in Levittown, PA. Use promo code A2D for 10% off your order whenever you dine in or take out or online. Gleason's Barandsteaks.com is where you can find them. Great cheesesteaks. They got the pork roll.
That Trenton cheesesteak looks banging.
Oh, I want like 5 of them. The Trenton cheesesteaks. Go in there.
Cheesesteak with the pork roll on it. Oh, yes, please.
I need it. Please.
Someone's gotta go. Someone's gotta go try that for me and let me know how it is.
I'm gonna eat like a motherfucker after this.
Honestly, not gonna lie to you, that's why I'm trying to get through it because
I got some Brooklyn pizza and that shit's banging.
Great food. Dennis says it. Use promo code A2D. Get yourself 10% off your order. Go do it, family. Go check them out. You'll love the steaks.
Oh, they're delicious.
I gave it a 10, so it's a 10. A 10. Get in some Sixers. They're hot. Winners of 4 in a row. Another little win streak. Said it early on that they'll, even though they're not beating great teams, they just keep winning. So I mean, I don't care who you're playing when you just keep winning, because that shows me that you're a good basketball team. We know about the unknowns on what the roster is going to look like at the end of the deadline, but right now you just keep finding ways to win games, and you got a big one tomorrow night against a really talented Memphis team. Can you go get one there at home? Right, you had this little 5-game home stretch. I really thought you could go 4-1 in this stretch. So you're 2-0 to start off the stretch, because you had to start playing better at home than they are, because they're really playing great basketball on the road. So can I turn around a little bit? They're playing 500 at home. I think now they're two games above it, or 3, whatever. They're playing way better basketball at home, even though they've gotten off to some bad starts early. But guess what? You still turn it on. You still win basketball games. I don't care who you're playing if you're constantly winning, because then it's just like it's easy to lose the shit teams in this league. It happens every night. Teams cough up games. So take care of it. You're better than, and that's what they've done.
So we got 3. Yeah, we're 3-0 right now at home. You got Memphis and then Washington. So you should. Those are the next 2 at home. So
okay, yeah, my bad.
This is the big one. To your point, Tommy, this is the team that's coming in over the next 2 games. That this is the team that scares you because they're young, they're talented, and they gave you fits last year, right? You know what I mean? They played well. I like going 5-0 though. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I just thought 4-1 would be nice, all right? But I think if you win Memphis, maybe you come back, call for Washington. But you just lost to Washington, right? So I mean, even if you lose to Memphis, you get the Washington game, you go 4-1 in this little stretch. It's a good run. But tomorrow night's a measuring stick in a way, because Memphis playing great basketball. So you would love to say, hey, even though we're beating shit teams, hey, we just beat a really good team. And then I think it even puts that added pressure to even make a move, right?
Is Dylan Brooks back?
I don't know if Brooks is back.
Have they been on a road trip?
I can go look. I don't.
Greg, look that up for me. What's Memphis' last couple games?
Jordan Davis is 26 years old.
Oh my God.
Greg. I love how he tried. I love Jordan Davis down here tried questioning me on Zach Taylor after he pulled the Jordan Davis. Calm yourself, Greg, okay? I know what I'm talking about.
They are in the middle of they're just starting a road trip. They had Washington at home, Utah at home. They have us.
Oh, so we're the first road game. Okay.
First on the road trip.
They're locked and loaded. They should be coming in fully ready to go, yeah.
The Knicks in Orlando the rest of this week.
Yeah. So
winners of 2 in a row.
I totally agree, Tom. It's a very good
3 in a row.
They're a very good team. John Morant really can play, and I think we were saying earlier they got a bunch of glue guys I really like. Love Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, I mean, and talk about
D'Anthony Melton. There's a bunch of guys I like on that team. Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, and John's a top 5 MVP guy. You know what I mean? Like we're talking about our guys.
Oh yeah, John's done.
Our guys are MVP. John's in the top 4 for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's the next guy after the 3 guys that everybody wants to jumble up. Then John's 4. You know what I mean? He's awesome.
It's one of those.
John's averaging 31.8 over his last 8 games, and that includes a 19-burger. So he's got 34, 30, 41 his last 3.
Pretty good. I think he's going to make it fine.
Yeah, he's probably going to drop 45 against us.
We're at home, and we have arguably the better player. That's up for debate. People want to debate that, but I'm not going to debate. They're close, right? Because their numbers speak for it. But we'll argue
they play different positions. But
I'll argue we got the big man, we got the better player. We're at home. Let's go find a way to win in a basketball game against a really good team and feel better about ourselves. And then, hey, maybe next thing you know, Washington comes to town and Bradley Beal's traded here. So you never know. Never know.
Oh, wouldn't that be delicious?
I tell you what, talk about hitting the rewind button. I knew Halliburton was a stud, right? But just to see him up front and personal, I wanted nothing to do with Harrison Barnes. I agree. I know you guys agree to that. You know what I mean? But I wish we could fucking rewind and fucking pull that trigger. You know what I mean? I know we're waiting for the honey pot, and I know we're waiting whatever we're waiting for. I don't know, but we're fucking sick and tired. We're sick and tired of cocksucker. Get him out of the fucking building. And Halliburton is delicious. All right, and I know other guys were saying that, and I wanted Fox in that trade. All right, I'm not gonna fucking.
I love me some Halliburton.
I'm not gonna run from it. I'm not gonna run from it.
There was two trades, Sweeps. Hold on. To your point, there was two trades.
I got
there was one with the Tobias in there. I ain't giving you Tobias too, and you're not even putting Fox in the deal. Fuck you. I'm hanging up the phone. Now, if you want Simmons, fine. Give me Halliburton. Give me Hield. That's what I want. If you got to unload Barnes to me because of contracts, fine. Then unload him to me. But I'm sure as hell not giving you Tobias too for a bunch of guys on a bad team and not even arguably your best player. So then I need Fox. Now, if you just want Simmons, I'm good with Halliburton and Hield. I don't even want Hield. I'd rather have Barnes, actually, and that's not saying a lot, right? Because Barnes I can unload after this year, right? I unload
Barnes, I at least know can make a shot in fucking crunch time. Buddy Hield, I don't know.
Listen,
I remember that Final Four game against Villanova. Couldn't hit the fucking ocean and fell off a boat.
You'll see Buddy Hield's just a guy, right? So
Buddy Hield's been a guy.
Halliburton's not just a guy. He's got a ton of upside. We don't know how good
he's special. I know. I hear you.
I think he's going to be really good. He looks really good. He's young. I'll take a flyer on that over a 33-year-old, right? I'll take a flyer on a 21-year-old because now I got talent in the building, young talent for a while.
Just watch his athleticism last night. You know what I mean? Like, forget about the box score. Like, don't. I'm saying a lot of people are box score guys that are just box score junkies. You know, they want to jay off to it. They cream up their underwear. You know what I mean? That's what they want to do. I watched the game, and I know you did too. The pure athleticism. I mean, he is fantastic. Like, he's something else, man. Halliburton, man. Woo.
Yes,
he took off. He did a layup. He finished a layup from the 3-point line. I mean, it was fucking like Dr. J. He took like one or two steps from the 3-point line and just fucking what I do is finger roll. I finger roll.
like the Iceman.
Gets to where he wants. Gets to where he wants. Very, very smooth. And I think that's the thing you look at is the smooth athleticism. And you say, okay, he's a baller. He gets to wherever he wants on the court. I love that. I'm just saying that I like my whole stand up on last Wednesday or Monday show was I was absolutely not doing that first deal.
No, I agree with you. And I
no shot.
Fox, I wanted as well. You know what I mean?
This one I would do, but what else is on the table for me? I don't have those answers. It's Beal on the table, but I won't pull that trigger. Like, is there a better offer than Halliburton? Because if there's a better offer, then I'm pulling that trigger. If not, at this point in time, I got to just say, all right, fuck it. If it doesn't work out, it's going to work out better than what's working out right now, and that's the guy not playing. So no matter what I get back, if it's of talent, it's going to work out better than what I have. And the biggest thing Daryl Morey said, what I thought put him in the driver's seat, was that he'll let it wait if he has to, if he doesn't get the guy he wants, right? And he said that publicly, and I think that puts him in a little bit of a driver's seat of teams. But I'll say this, though. He said, well, I can't make a deal just to win this year. It's got to be able to win over a period of time. And I believe if you trade for a 21-year-old, that actually sets you up to win for the next couple of years over maybe you're going to overpay a 33-year-old, right?
He wants Harden, dude.
I know what he wants, but
he wants Harden, and it gets me.
Pains you, brother.
Listen to me.
I'm with
Guess
you.
what, though?
Me.
It might win us a title, though. Embiid and Harden together, if they get some pieces with them, they could possibly win a title. I'll also probably be miserable watching because I fucking hate James Harden. There is not a player I hate more than James Harden.
Well, don't worry, the game will still be live.
But he can score. He can score.
I'll tell you this, Wells, the game will still be live when you get home from work because they're going to go to the free throw line 10,000 times. 10,000 times to get the line.
Unfortunately, I'll get out of work till 3 a.m. now, so it's going to be tough.
Yep. No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. 3 a.m., they're still going to be rocking and rolling.
Just listen to the growth. Listen to the growth on the big fella. All right, we know he hates him. All right, and I know Greg's run underneath. Greg Jr. is like Wilson Jr. I know that, but the big fella said it might win us a title. Giddy the fuck up. All right, giddy the fuck up.
Yeah, I won't even concede that because I agree it would. I won't even concede that. Like I don't even want it
because that's all we want. Buddy. Right? I'm not.
Greg does like
giddy up.
Giddy up. I don't want to just trade him for shit, but I also like I agree with what Charles said this week, where he's like, I feel terrible for Joel Embiid because if the Sixers don't trade for a player, you can't. They said they're not a contender right now. With a max contract not playing, they're not a contender. And I totally agree. Like, we are not going to win it all.
I disagree with him now. I disagree. I disagree with him to a point. I understand what he's saying. I understand what he's saying. I totally understand. I respect the shit out of Charles. I love him. I totally get what he's saying. But when you might have the best player on the planet and you're playing like this, you got a chance to compete. So I totally get what he's saying. You need more. Nobody's going to question that. But then don't take away from what's happening on the court right now when I'm watching. Because I'm watching a guy.
No, he's awesome.
I'm watching a guy average over a point a minute. Average over a point a minute. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. So I don't want to hear they can't compete. Are they good enough? Are they better than some teams? No. I don't think they're better than Miami. I don't think they're better than Brooklyn. I don't think they're better than some of those teams. But if I have the best player on the court, okay, Milwaukee, right? But there's a lot of teams. But if I have the best player arguably on the court and he's playing at this level, don't tell me I can't compete. No, listen, am I?
I don't think they can win it all this year. No,
I think
probably not.
You're talking about competing, but you're not talking about competing for a title. You're not talking about talking about competing for a title.
No.
You're just talking about competing. You're not talking about competing for a title, are you?
No, Eastern Conference Final. Can you get the one?
No.
I would disagree with that. There's a chance when you have the best player on the planet.
No.
There's a chance, though.
I think we win a first round and then we'll lose in the second round. I think it's going to happen.
Maybe
unless they trade Ben.
You got to see the other side, though. I'm not going to sit here and say that can't happen. Of course it can. I'm just making the argument. You can't tell me they have no chance, like he said. You can't tell me they have no chance. That's fucking absurd. When this guy's playing at this level, you're going to say Memphis has no chance with the way Morant's playing right now? No, you're going to say, okay, they got a shot. We're same thing.
Memphis doesn't have a max contract that's not fucking playing, Tom. What are you not getting?
But you're still winning games right now.
Yeah, against nobody. Regular season games don't matter. We've known this. We've been winning regular season games for fucking years.
Your eyes matter, Brian.
We've been winning regular season games for fucking years,
okay.
Tom. And you know this. You know this.
No, you're listening to Tom McGinnis on the radio, and I'm going to tell you how.
I don't listen to fucking radio.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you how this is going. This guy became a better basketball player. He's
really good.
No. Like, we thought he was good.
I watch a lot of the games because they're on at 3:30 in the morning in the replay when I get home.
Oh, gotcha. Fair
enough.
I
have been watching a lot of them. He's been playing really well. Really, like MVP well. I totally agree. But guess what? They're gonna get the ball out of his hands, or they're gonna make it so hard on them in the playoffs that someone else has to be there. We have to trade Simmons. Like, to me, if you want to be like, okay, we're gonna go get Harden, and then maybe we win it all next year. Okay, I can see that could possibly happen. But to me, you're wasting a year when he's the best player on the court in the world right now.
But are you wasting it? Well, no.
Yes, because you're not going to win.
You assume that. That's not a guarantee.
No, I know it. I know it.
You just said the best basketball player in the league. So if he's the best basketball player
right now, yes.
You watch enough basketball in your life. You got a chance.
No, we don't.
Well, I fully disagree.
He's very good, but we're not going to win it.
That's absurd.
We're not even going to get to the final.
That's not me being a homer. That's just common sense. That's absurd saying no chance. It's absurd saying no chance.
I'm not saying there's no.
We'll probably lose in 6 games. I think that's a little bit of a homer, though.
We'll lose in 7 games in the second round.
It's got to be 20% homer.
I just said the same thing about John Morant. I'm not a Memphis fan. They got a chance if he's playing.
You were delusional. I said,
and again, they don't have a max contract on their fucking bench.
I don't know where we stack up.
I don't know where we stack either. I just know if I have the best basketball player on the planet, I got a chance. That's all my argument.
Nobody else thinks that, but you and me and Wills and maybe Greg, like that he's the best player in the world. All right, so that's the bottom line.
Well, I like that even more.
A lot of us in the city do, but besides outside that, a lot of people think he's like, top 5, which he is. Like, you could argue to me that maybe he's not, but I'd say right now he's playing as the best player in the world currently. And to me, you're pissing it away if you don't trade Simmons and try to give him some help and let's go for a title this year. Because guess what? The East wide the fuck open right now, dude, and you know it.
Well, and that's Wilson, and that's Tommy's point, saying, okay, if it's wide open,
yeah, but we can't win right now. Where we are right now, when Brooklyn's healthy,
I got it on my chest. If you're telling me that I got a wink and a fucking a wink and a fucking handy saying that James Harden is coming here next year and I can make that move, I'm going to let this year play the fuck out then. Fuck you.
Okay, but I told you I can see that. I can see that to you.
If I have that caveat, I'm not going to make a deal just to make it then. Because he's playing.
I agree. I agree.
He's
I
playing
can
at
see
this
that to you.
level.
But is that true, though? Is
Good
that
old-
true?
The good old wink and a handy.
I
Is
don't
it true?
know.
I'll take a
I
wink
don't
and a handy at any time. But I'm saying, is it true?
Just don't tell me.
A handy is dandy, but is it true?
You just said it's wide open in the East. So if it's wide open in the East,
It
we
is,
got a chance.
but we're not good enough right now. Even with the best player in the world.
We're not though. Like how?
No,
how
we're not. No, we're not.
but how not? All we've been doing is winning.
We're not.
How not?
Yeah, again, against bad teams.
We beat good teams though.
Listen,
We
we
have,
have.
though.
I
No,
agree.
listen.
I agree. We have.
Let's look at the
We
whole
have,
season
but
here. We haven't
they
like
haven't been. I'm telling you, I don't think that we can beat Miami. Probably only Miami, Brooklyn, and Milwaukee in a 7-game series. We can't beat any of them teams the way we're constructed currently. Without Simmons, like with Simmons not playing and with not trading him for other pieces, we're not going to beat any of them 3 teams.
The first half of the Lakers game to me gave me a little bit of pause, just because of the way the Lakers defended Joel. Right, we didn't see a team defend him that way in a long time. Right, because we haven't played teams of that level. Right, so the playoffs naturally, of course, get more handsy, get more defensive. So how does he? And he struggled a little bit in the first half. Granted, he turned it around, played well in the second half.
Anthony Davis fucking gave it to him too,
But Anthony Davis played him well. Right, so
scored on him a lot.
How do we play in those crunch time, in those more pressure moments without a second fiddle?
Well,
If LeBron's playing in that game, do we win that game?
well, I think you do have a say.
And I don't know if Ben's ever been a second fiddle.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
no, I'm not sure
like,
he has either.
he got paid.
And
as a second
Tobias
fiddle.
isn't playing like
He was
a
never
second fiddle either.
In my agreed 100%.
But if you had the whole starting
in
five,
my eyes,
tough
Ben's
fiddle.
never been second fiddle. Ben's done what he's done.
And Seth's going to have to be healthy.
See,
He's been
this
in
is
and
where
out too much.
Wells, think about this. If you look at the whole starting 5 constructed, right, when they're all out there, there's enough fiddles. There's enough guys who can hit open. There's enough guys who can score and hit open threes. There's enough. There is. That's just the way it is. Like not even including Danny. I'm not even talking about Danny. The other 3 can all score the basketball. Maxey, Seth, Tobias. They can all score. So there's enough fiddles to go around to make up for not having that air quote Robin next to you. There's enough fiddles, and Danny hit a couple threes from the corner, play defense. We're fine. Now, can you? This is what makes this team better. Can you get a guy, because you need to make your bench deeper? You really need a healthy Shake Milton if you want to be able to even compete, because you have no bench. So you need that scoring. I don't like Shake that much, but at least he can give you 15. You need that, especially the way Doc likes to run his fucking bench out there. So you need that.
That's true.
That to me is the key. And you're gonna need, if you don't trade them, you're gonna need a couple buyouts. You're gonna need a buyout, maybe a buyout here or a buyout there, to put yourself in a position to be deeper. Listen, I want to trade him. I would have traded him fucking over the summer. So the fact that it's still going on drives me crazy. Okay?
Yeah.
There's 25 deals that came across my desk that I already would have made. Okay? So I'm disgusted.
And
by
you can keep telling me it doesn't matter. Like I still think that's also a cloud over the locker room and over everything that you just want to get rid of. You know what I mean? Like everyone can keep telling me, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter now. We've won games in regular season for years. Come playoff time might matter, though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And listen, and we always talk about, what we have on the court. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously we fall short in that area too. But we also fall short, and I know people love him, right? At the head coach position, right? He's a perennial loser. I'm just going to let you that right now. All right. Yeah. And the response the other day, and I'm not saying he can't be a Doc fan, and I'm not I don't completely hate him, right? But that response the other day, it's a fucking joke. Joke, dude. Don't you ever compare yourself to Pop. You're a fucking loser. I'm so mad at you're a fucking loser, bro. Don't ever compare yourself to Pop. You're a fucking loser, bro. All right. You won with the big 3, and that's it. All right. You've had more collapses than anybody can on the fucking planet. You understand? So compared to some guys, absolutely. All right. Brett Brown, was it time to go? Absolutely. Fucking hated Brett Brown. That was time. It was bye-bye. So, was it, listen, bring Doc in. Okay. All right. But let's understand who we have there fucking calling the shots too. Like, this guy finds a way to fucking shit down his fucking leg too.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Don't disagree. Don't
Yo,
talk.
1,000%. And
Don't ever
Swoops,
talk
guess what? To me, he lives. To me, I would just start calling him Glenn the rest of the season. He's not even a doc to me anymore. With that response, you lose the doctorate. Okay, you're
Absolutely.
Glenn. Listen, Glenn, you coach bad. Would you ask Pop that question? Yeah, I fucking would. If you coach like shit, Glenn. What do you think about that? I hate that. Would you? I've earned that. Fuck you. What have you earned? You have one title. What's Pop got? 4? What are you even talking about? One title, and you had some great teams, like Sweet said, that came up real short. So I don't want to hear shit. I hate that. I hate that shit. Like you're better than the people in the room. I don't like that shit. I hate that shit.
Yeah, well, I said to Greg, like after every baseball tournament, we're comparing like young kids in travel baseball, right, to the NBA. And I said, how many times will I call you? And the first things out of my mouth, I'm not crowning myself, is what I could have did differently. I didn't get paid like that. What I could have did differently. So if I blow a 27 fucking point lead, or I blow a 7-0 lead in the 7th, okay, what could I have done differently so that didn't happen? What could I have done? So it's about accountability. It's all about accountability. No matter what you're at, what job you have, etc. You're saying in front of the microphone. I'd rather give me the fucking jerk off answer of, I got to do a better job. It's on me than what you did. Because if you say that to me and I'm in the fucking room there, if I'm in the room, I'm firing back. I'm asking you what you won. First off, what did you win? How many claps, like Sweep said, have you had? All right. And my last little thing is, I know you're a basketball guy. You've been around the game forever. Doesn't make you pop. That's not even a question. That's a statement. So relax. All right. Let me do my job. You don't put none of this on you. So I'm going to write a report tomorrow, an article, right, that says Doc Rivers doesn't take any accountability for blowing 27-point leads.
Bingo.
Glenn Rivers.
Yep, absolutely.
Give me 3 titles. Give me 2 before you can start talking about like you're somebody. 1 can be a fluke. 2 never is. I always say that. 1 can just fucking, hey, 1 falls into my lap. 2 is not a fluke.
Yeah, the big 3.
Yeah.
Big 3.
The first super team.
He literally started the super teams. Congratulations. Yeah. People try to say that other teams started. Boston fucking started it with Doc, and they still only won 1 title. And guess what? It took. I'm pretty sure. I think Kobe beat them the next year, right? So they won it, and then Lakers beat them.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, so they had a shot for 2, but again, Doc didn't even get to 1. Didn't even get to it when he was on the Clipper coach, and the Clippers had so much talent for years.
Oh, they were loaded.
A lot.
Yeah,
Let's not forget
CP3.
that. Yep, go ahead, Greg.
Blake Griffin, young Blake Griffin.
CP3.
The puppet's getting more out of them right now. All right, they're
DeAndre
playing hard.
Jordan,
They're
best
playing harder.
center in the league.
They're playing
young
harder.
Blake Griffin,
Yep.
CP3,
Yeah, absolutely.
loaded.
They're playing harder. They're playing harder for the puppet. All right, who's without Paul George and Kawhi.
And Kawhi, yeah. I forgot who you were talking about for a second. I was like, Tyler. Step over. Yeah, Tyler. That's right. Still can't believe that he's like makes money as a head coach. But.
No, Don, I'm saying like you can win 1 and maybe it's flukish. Maybe. Sometimes. Not saying it always is.
Don's thirsty for a title.
Yeah.
Don's fucking thirsty. Hey.
I mean, Toronto's with Kawhi was kind of flukish. Toronto don't want. No, sorry, Canada. Close the borders. I don't really want to hear this, but little flukish. A lot of bounces in our game. Yeah, we know that. But then obviously Milwaukee a little banged up, and then fucking Golden State really banged up, and Durant goes down halfway through the series. I mean, little flukish.
Come on, guys.
Yeah,
you tell me that there's no flukes. Like, there's none. I'm not saying
the
they
NBA.
deserve it.
There's very little
Toronto,
parity in
little
the
flukish.
NBA.
I just gave you the Toronto. Little flukish.
In a playoff series, there's very little parity in the NBA. In a playoff series, there might be during the regular season, but in a playoff series, generally, the better team wins the series.
Yeah, almost all the time.
Yep.
That's why the NBA has no parity compared to the NFL that has so much parity. The NBA, you know what 4 teams are going to be in the finals pretty much every fucking year. It finally changed, like the last 2, only because players changed teams.
I mean, we were lost
Forever.
in the round. To a team
Forever.
that wasn't as good as us. So I mean,
Yeah, but that's what we do. I mean,
Yeah, but that's
we knew that was gonna. We knew that we were gonna do that.
other teams do that too. It's not just us.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm saying, but
It's
we
not
knew
as
we were
often,
gonna do
though.
that.
It's not nearly as often as other sports.
Well, I mean, it's enough. It's enough. I'm not saying to cut the net sounds always somebody different, but teams going to Eastern and Western Conference Finals can be different.
I mean, LeBron went to like 11 straight finals.
Yeah, but there was always somebody else in the Eastern Conference, in the Eastern Conference Finals going there too.
I mean, it was usually San Antonio against him,
Well, that's
or
the NBA finals.
Golden State. So I
We're
mean,
talking about the finals. I'm saying out of the 4 teams usually left, right?
yeah, the finals. He was in the East for a long time. He just went West.
I know, but
You finals.
You can make a case year in, year out that there's different teams playing them, though. In terms of the parity Greg's talking about, there's usually some different teams. It's not always the same teams in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals. At least it doesn't feel like that. There might be one of the same team.
Yeah, to the West, to the East. Yeah, and we haven't even gotten there. That's what I'm saying. Like those, yes, I'm saying, but to the finals, it's always it's Golden. It was Golden State. It was San Antonio. It was whoever team LeBron was on.
Oh no, I don't disagree. I mean, that's factual. Yeah, I was just saying that like in the second round, you can get upsets and you can get some of those things.
Oh
Now,
yeah, absolutely.
I'm not going to say in the Eastern Conference Finals or in the NBA Finals you get that often.
Like there's like Portland. Portland made a run to the West Conference Finals the one year when they probably shouldn't have. But I think it coincided with someone getting hurt. For almost all those coincide with people getting hurt for the other team though. Like we beat Chicago that one year because Derrick Rose tore his knee. Like guys get hurt and then he beat them. That's because guess what? The NBA, it's the most star-driven league. You know what I mean? Like one guy, you can lose one guy and your team is nowhere near as good as they were before. I mean, we lost Joel right there. Knock on fucking wood. Woo! We'd be in big trouble.
Yeah, I mean, from 2010, Boston's been there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. The Heat's been there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Cavs have been there.
That's 10 of the 12 years.
Yeah.
And the other 2.
Cavs have been there 4 years.
Yeah, but
Toronto's been there twice. Pacers have been there 2 years.
How long are we going back now? Since 2000?
No, it's just from 2011.
There's 2 teams that play in the Eastern Conference Finals, not one. There's 2, Brian.
Well, I got that part there, buddy.
Well, I don't know if you do.
Hawks have been there twice.
Hawks were there
Bucks
last year.
twice.
I just don't want to hear that there's no parity of going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like other teams can go. There's always going to be the dynasty teams that are going and winning everything, of course. But then other teams
and we haven't even been one of them other teams.
Well, that's my point to this year. Don't tell me you made a point that the best players usually end up winning stuff. Okay.
Guess what? Are they? I mean, are they going to be hurt? Yeah. Like if Brooklyn's banged up again in the playoffs, that'd be ideal. Then maybe we got a shot.
I just like giving you shit because I just think if you have a top 5 player, you have a chance. Maybe not to win.
You always have a chance. You're playing the fucking games. Don't get me wrong. You always have a chance. But I'm just saying, judging by our history, we'll find a way to fuck this up.
Oh, probably. I don't disagree with that one bit.
But I like, I mean, as much as talent wise, and we all want him out of here and get somebody in for him. I don't. Part of me wants to believe. Part of me wants to be on Team Tom because I think Ben's a loser. Right? That's what I mean. So let's see if let's see if he's the factor. That we can't.
Remember what I said before the season?
That we can't get past the second round. You know what I mean?
What I said before the season?
I think he's a fucking loser.
That's why I've been saying if we just trade for a guy that's decently good, I think we're good.
Sweet. I said before the year, maybe Maxey's better than him in the postseason. Maybe. I'm not guaranteeing that, but maybe he catches fire for a series where he has a really good series, right?
That'd be great.
Well, I'm just saying, not like fire like 30.
I'd like to see him stop shooting so many jump shots.
I'm just saying 20 a night, 22 a night, right? In a series, right? We probably win that series.
I love him getting to the rim, though.
You guys agree with me, though? Like, if he goes off for a series where he's averaging 20 plus, right, then we can steal a series. I'm not guaranteeing that, but at least it's a guy who will shoot. Like Sweeps is saying, we didn't even have that last year. We're playing 4-on-5. We're automatically better right now as a basketball team without him, not in certain things. Like, okay, we don't run the court as well. We don't rebound as well. I get that, all right? But overall as a team, we are better. Now, how much better? I don't know.
I would say
Joel has more
offensively in the half court, we're better.
Well,
everything else we're probably not better.
What's the playoffs, baby?
I agree. I agree.
Let's go.
But we're not better on defense, though, so it kind of evens out.
Well, it depends.
I mean, I assume whatever guard comes in against us, that the star is going to light him the fuck up, like Tyrese Halliburton just did. So I'm saying, like, that's going to happen a lot. That's all I'm saying. That's going to happen a lot. Especially when we get to the playoffs and Kyrie's dropping 40 a game. And miraculously, New York's like, you know what? We decided that no longer need masks. No longer need your vaccine cards. You can play.
Kyrie can play
and
at home
Kyrie's playing.
Really?
You know that's happening.
Oh, yeah.
You know it's happening. You might as well mark this the fuck down. This fucking scamdemic shit. That shit's happening. Mark
we're not going to do this.
Time
Yo,
stamp.
Brian, we're not going to do this on A2D. I'm not getting flagged for the comments. So keep it moving.
That's fine.
All right,
we'll keep it moving. I'm just saying. I guarantee you Kyrie plays in home games in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
All right, well, you said more than that, and that's why I'm
timestamp it.
That's where I'm stopping you. No, don't timestamp it. Just think, okay? Think about what the internet wants when you talk. That's all I need from you.
Kyrie playing at home in the playoffs. I'm watching this test match from this morning that I fell asleep trying to watch.
Was that the Nadal?
We'll see where this team goes. We got.
I will, Tom. I mean, I'm in total agreement though that Embiid right now is probably the. I would agree he's the MVP. I know they have. If you go by the NBA Kia MVP board or whether they have him third, but I would say he's the MVP.
Who do they have? Who do they have in front of him? Joker and who?
Giannis.
Yeah.
Joker, Giannis, Embiid. Who the fuck was 4? Forget who 4 was. I think 5 was Morant.
Yeah.
What's the trade deadline? Like February 10th?
13th? Somewhere around there. Somewhere in that area.
13th.
Coming up. It's coming up.
Yeah, February 1st, Tuesday. Crazy.
February 1st?
Tuesday, yeah. No. I'm saying February is Tuesday.
Oh.
Yeah, my bad.
I was like, wait.
No. You guys are right. It's either 10th or the 13th, but
February 1st, maybe. 11th.
February 5th.
February 1st is
definitely not the 13th because 13th is a Sunday. So
it's March.
No, it's not this year, Greg. It's changed.
Oh, it is.
That's usually when it is, right?
Well, poor Greg. Poor Greg.
I think
NBA trade deadline is February 10th at
February
3 p.m.
10th. Okay, yeah.
I'm here for you guys. That's all.
There you go. Hey, I'm right with you.
No, we didn't need to Google.
I knew it was right around there.
Some notes, some not.
I mean, I didn't say March 25th.
Well, you said the 13th was Sunday.
I said it was what?
The 13th is Sunday. So that's not a trade.
Yeah, I had no idea. I just said it's around.
Well, I'm just telling you. You picked the Sunday. I picked the Thursday. Night. You know what I mean? Night.
Okay. I didn't know the day. I'm not looking at a calendar.
Oh, who said I was looking at one? I just know the dates. February 10th. Cass's birthday. It falls on Cass's birthday. I knew that.
Okay. Good work, Dad.
Well, I'm saying it locked in the memory. It is locked in the memory. I wasn't worried. I didn't need to Google.
So you already knew what the 10th was, and you did a three-day ad simple math. I'm happy for you. I'm happy you can do simple math. I didn't know
it wasn't a 3-day simple math. I knew one was on a Wednesday, the other one's going to fall on a Thursday. That's
core math.
A day later.
Math talk. It's core math talk.
It's a day later. It's 101.
I mean, okay.
He was born on Wednesday. Thursday's going to be the 10th this year. That's how it works.
Yeah, you're right about that. Usually, unless there was a leap year, then you'd have been wrong.
I'm not leap year.
Haley's Comet.
When's the next Haley's Comet?
They better make a move on his fucking birthday, or I'll murder somebody.
I'm telling you, I don't think they're going to trade Simmons, and which I think sucks because I just don't think that we're going to be good enough to win it. No, I still think we can still not trade Simmons. Okay, I was gonna say, okay, Greg. Yeah, I feel like you just got right here for me. We can still not trade Simmons, but make other trades though. Like we don't have to just not make any trades. Somebody wants to buy us and they want to give me a good package. Woo, see ya. We'll talk to you. I'll do that in a second because then it gives me an opportunity to have another max deal that I can make next year. But you have to find the guys. Probably have to find guys with expiring contracts. It'd be a whole thing. Be tough to do. And I don't know who the fuck is watching Toby play this year and is like, that's the guy I want.
We need him.
I don't see that deal working out.
That guy will get us over the edge.
Yeah, that's that's the guy.
The cliff.
That's the guy we should trade expiring contracts for.
Little Crumb boys, 10 minutes left. We'll fucking get out of here. Yeah, getting a little.
I'll go first. I wanted to actually, I tipping the cap to Sweeps earlier because my crumb was going to be Doc, but we got to talk about it earlier because of that we weren't on last week, and that happened like 10 days ago, but ridiculous when he told that reporter, "I've earned that." What are you talking about? Would you ask Pop that? What? Nonsense. So that what it's going to be my crumb, but I'm gonna shift gears to Andy Reid, to Big Red, and we can like preempt that it's also partial Lil Patty as well, Big Red and Lil Patty, but to me, what a choke job by the Kansas City Chiefs. And as an Eagles fan, like I said earlier, read that book, read that one. But just awful. The no timeouts before half, the awfulness of Lil Patty throwing that swing pass right there in that situation, terrible. The fact that Andy's like, are you not in the headset? Throw the ball in the fucking end zone. No, nowhere else. Like, and I'm sure he wasn't because we'll just let Lil Patty do what he wants to do, So, So Andy again, and then again, no adjustments. Big Red like always. Cincinnati comes out, makes great adjustments, shuts you down. Andy, no adjustments, and that's why you're going home. And this is typical Andy. And whoever said that Andy's better than Bill, thanks for the laugh. Funniest thing I heard in my life.
Yeah. The real Andy Reid stood up today. I'm gonna go to MLB.
Real quick, Tommy, before you start, I'm sorry, just 3 seconds to Wilson's point. Little Patty, little Patty. This is another opportunity where if you wanted to catch the GOAT, because I know everybody talks about arm talent and you're special and you're the greatest, right? You pissed one away last year and you pissed another one. I don't know if they would have got. Who knows if they would have won this year? All right, but you had a chance maybe to win back to back, and then you're now the gap. Now you're 6'4". Now you're 6'4" with the GOAT. You know what I mean? Or what is it, 6'3", whatever it was. And then you got a conversation. You know what I mean? But now it's 7-1. Good night. And the AFC is only getting better because they got young studs.
Yep.
Yeah. I was gonna say going to be tough and tougher to win now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of young studs.
Doesn't get easier when you have home games that you cough up.
Yes,
doesn't get easier after that. We learned that here the hard way.
Yeah, we see that again.
So,
Yep.
Crumb of the Day brought to you
also read that book.
Crumb of the Day brought to you by our guy Alan Foy of eXp Realty. Looking to buy or sell a home, looking for a change in career or brokerage, contact Alan Foy of eXp Realty, 302-682-8820, or visit him at alan.foy@exprealty.com. Mine's the MLB Hall of Fame voters, the writers. It's been going on for years. This isn't new. It becomes a popularity contest with certain guys. Certain guys are like almost, they got dark clouds over their head.
Yeah, almost blacklisted.
Yeah, blacklisted because certain writers don't like them or they were jerk offs while they played, and you know the whole spiel. So I just think it's another year of it where you're going to say to me, okay, I'm not saying this guy took him or didn't take him, but if I'm going to look at a career and I'm going to say, whoa, that changed fast, I'm going to look at a guy like David Ortiz. Like, I'm going to say, whoa, what happened here? That was quick. And listen, you still got to hit the ball. But, you can make it for everybody. Like, I can make it
11 homers from Minnesota.
Yeah, I can make a case for everybody playing in the Hall of Fame that's in the Hall of Fame over the last 20 years that maybe they arguably did something they weren't supposed to. Right? I'm not saying everybody did. I'm just telling you that became a sport where that became the competition. The guy next to you is doing something, putting up numbers. Let me try what he's doing. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. It's not even about the steroids. It's not even as much about Barry Bonds or Roger Clemens, but both of those guys were great pre whatever you thought they took, right? Like they just were. And I'm not saying it didn't hurt Barry Bonds by taking it because he never needed to. So that probably hurts you more. I don't disagree with that. I think Sweets was saying that. Like, I don't disagree with that. It's a great point. Like, you didn't need to, so it hurts your legacy a little bit more than obviously it helping. But, you're talking about guys that were damn good baseball players before it. So if you're going to let certain ones in that might have question marks, well, then, hey, then open sesame. Open sesame. And if you had eyeballs and you watch these guys and you really covered them, you would have knew they were great before this. Mm-hmm. And I'm not making an excuse to go take it. Okay? If they become competitive junkies, that's where they're at the level they're at. That's why they're at the level they're at, because they want to fucking beat you in everything. So if there's an edge, and we know this about baseball players, it's been going on for years. If somebody finds an edge, everybody starts using it. And guess what MLB does? They turn their back to it until somebody calls them out. All right? Until there's a rat out here and calls somebody out. They turn their back to it. So you as writers,
Mitchell report.
You as fucking writers should know better, all right, and say, you know what? The league didn't care, so why am I going to care if I knew this guy was great anyway? If my eyes told me this guy was great. No, you got agendas with everything. Everything. David Ortiz, such a great guy, called everybody Poppy because he didn't know your fucking name. So why don't you hold a grudge against him then? And I think David Ortiz is a Hall of Famer, so this isn't a shot at David Ortiz. It's just the point. Stop being agenda-based. Stop. Because of this guy or that guy or what they did or didn't do. Everybody did something. This isn't Pete Rose gambling on the sport. Right? This isn't that. This is different. You want to blacklist that? Be my guest. You want to make sure guys never do that? Fine, I get it. I don't want guys gambling on their own teams. Vice versa. Even if it's always your own team, I don't want you. You shouldn't be gambling.
He always bet on the Reds.
Yeah, at least he did that. But you know my point? We don't know
anything. The dude had supreme confidence.
Mm-hmm.
We lost a lot of money because they weren't as good as they weren't as good.
Probably a good amount.
But like you can't.
And he was managing.
You just put it in the Hall of Fame over Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. Think about
First ballot too. First ballot. That's my beef. That's my beef.
Schilling's another one who deserves it. Come on.
How the fuck? And guess what? Schilling doesn't have any of the fucking steroid implications. Schilling just was a dick to the media.
Yep.
So like you were saying, Tom,
and he's now a Trump
absurd.
supporter.
How the fuck is Curt Schilling not in the Hall of Fame? His numbers, regular season numbers alone, his playoff numbers are spectacular.
Yeah.
Postseason numbers are spectacular. 2.21 ERA, multiple titles. What are we talking about?
And hold on.
Why is Curt Schilling not in the
regular season numbers are close to Mussina's. Playoff numbers are outrageous.
Outrageous. Why is he not in the Hall?
We judge guys off of their game being able to pitch big games.
Unreal.
There wasn't many guys that pitched as many big games as well as Curt Schilling did.
Who is?
And I'll say this, right? You're gonna you can't no, you can't you can't pick and choose this, right? You can't pick and choose. There's never been a player, well, there probably has, but there's one player that's not in this year, and he was walked with the bases loaded. Right, like I mean, you know what I mean. So I mean, there's fear and there's fear, and I get why he was feared more. I get it. I get it,
and that's my
because
point.
he was voided up, but he still
didn't get the dude out.
Everything you said was fantastic, right? But to also what you just finished with is the reason why I fucking laugh and I'm loving every minute of it. All right, writers are fucking dry jocks. They're fucking nerds. I get that. You know what I mean? This guy made a mockery of the fucking sport. And you say, oh, sweeps, everybody was doing it. This guy homered 73 times, right? With like 200 fucking walks. Okay. So if they just threw to him and he was walked with the bases loaded, mockery of the fucking game. I understand he's great. That's great. He could have easily hit 90 homers. Could you imagine 90 fucking home runs? It's a fucking joke. He made a mockery of the fucking game because that's how good he was. That's how fucking good he was before he decided to stick a fucking 36 needles in his fucking neck. That's how good he was.
But sweeps though,
he came out the fucking vagina. He came out of the vagina as a Hall of Famer. Fucking first ballot.
I totally agree, but no one liked him, and everyone loved McGuire and Sosa, who were already juicing and hitting homers.
So
he's like, well, you see what happens when the best player does that.
He just said, hold my beer. They started.
I said, I have it tough.
And he said, fuck you. I'll show you who's great.
The fact that they're not in either helps me out here.
Yeah, they're not in.
They're not in either.
But there is a lot of inconsistencies. You know what I mean?
Like, that's all.
Bagwell.
Yeah, it's not one guy or another guy.
Bagwell, Pudge, a lot of those guys. You know what I mean? Like Ortiz failed the test. There's no reason that Ortiz is a first ballot Hall of Famer. And I love Big Pop. Come on. I mean, like, so that all that shit, I agree with you 100%.
His teammate on the Red Sox was more feared than him. And I don't
Manny was better.
And he
probably was better.
Manny's better than David is.
Absolutely. So are some of these guys going to get in with the Veterans Committee? Probably.
Right? A lot of David Ortiz was how he played in the postseason. You know, a lot of huge postseason hits and home runs. But then how does Curt Schilling not in that? If that's what you're going to tell me, then how the fuck is Schilling?
No, absolutely. You're talking politics there, and that's where the line gets blurred. Like, how many agendas do you motherfuckers have? Yeah. And you want to fucking just stand there and tell me it's for cheating? All right, then you're still letting guys in that fucking cheated and then ended up on the Mitchell report. All right, but then you cannot tell me it's a guy for politics. What? Get the fuck out of here. He's either good enough or not. Like,
Yeah, why?
I don't
why
care
we
if he's a cocksucker. I don't
Exactly.
care if
Like,
someone's a
okay, I can see
cocksucker.
if he killed
Come on.
somebody. Like,
Yeah,
I can see
get
if
the
he was
fuck
a
out of here.
murderer or
And
something.
that's absolutely ridiculous.
Just because
right?
he didn't like him and he's got different politics than you, like the dude deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, absolutely.
And he's
That's
not. And he was
ridiculous.
not a steroid user.
And like I said, and so did the other guys, because the other two guys are absolute monsters when they were little puppies. You know what I mean? But the fact
Yeah,
that
Bonds and Clemens should be in.
but both of them are looking in the fucking camera, and that's the thing. We live in a world of redemption, all right? And when some of these other guys have either got popped or admitted to it, and I'm not saying that they all did, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying those two guys are looking in the mirror and saying, fuck you. Like Rafael Palmeiro. Rafael Palmeiro is a fucking, he's a Hall of Famer. Come on, dude. Those numbers are out of fucking outrageous.
Yep.
Right? But those guys, Rafael Palmeiro, that's the last thing people remember. Palmeiro looking in the camera and telling Congress, I did not do steroids. Come on.
Yeah, one
You know what I
idiot.
mean? Come on, Ralphie. And Bonds. And
Even
Clemens.
though McGuire should have did the same thing.
Exactly.
He was even worse.
But Bonds and
Well,
Clemens.
I don't want to talk about what I did. What, Mark? You're not playing anymore. At least Rafi said it, and he was still playing. Fucking moron. Knowing he was going to get
Nobody's saying, hey, none of those guys are saying, hey, my bad. Hey, my bad. You know what I mean? Like, I got caught up in it. You know what I mean? They're just going to go to their grave saying no. And we all look at it like, come on, dude. Now you're fucking smacking me in the face.
That's kind of why David got in, I think, because he
you know?
kind of was like, "Yeah, I fucked up." Didn't he do that? Like, "Yeah, sorry." I think he did. He was like the only one that did.
Well, I'll say this to you guys. If you had a vote this year, are you voting Barry Bonds in?
Yes,
He would have already been in on my ballot.
Well, that's the point.
Yes, I would have voted
voted
every
Bonds
year.
and Clemens.
You can disagree with what happened.
and I would have voted McGuire in too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You can disagree with what happened and still say, yeah, he's deserving though. Right? Like you can have it both ways where you say, I don't agree.
I might not have voted Sosa in.
Right. I don't agree with anything he did. He should have never did it. He made a mockery like Sweep the same and
At
still
the
say,
time,
"No,
I gotta vote Sosa. All right, that's 600 home runs. You know what I mean? So
I know.
if you're
Listen,
talking about-
I agree.
I know what you're saying.
He's
Your
kind
eyes
of the
are
guy.
telling you-
He's kind of the guy that was like 220,
Sure.
25
You're-
homers, and then all of a sudden he was
Yes,
a monster. Like,
exactly.
wait,
Your
what
eyes-
happened?
I know that. Your eyes are telling you that, hey, listen, Sammy Sosa was this guy that this Jerry Curl guy and couldn't hit a fucking winner if he fell out of a boat. You know what I mean? Until he decided to fucking juice. So I'm with you 100%. But if you're looking at the end
And
of
he
the
was grinding back with his fucking.
But if you're
gloves,
looking at
like, what the
but if
fuck
you look at
happened?
the end of the fucking rainbow, it's 600 homers. So
He did.
To Tom's original rant,
3 times.
to Tom's original rant, then you got to let them all in, right? Or you got to fucking build a wing that says you can disgrace guys. I'm okay with that too.
Yeah,
right?
you think go back
They
to
have
history.
to be a part of it. They have to be.
There was no morality clause when all these guys in history were put in. You know what I mean? Like there's some absolute scumbags in the Hall of Fame, but it was because they were there because of their game, right? They were proven there. Now it's the morality test, like politics, morality. Do we agree with these guys being in the Hall of Fame? It shouldn't matter. It's a museum. If you want to put it on there, Barry Bonds, Hall of Famer, might have used steroids, did use steroids, was a part of the steroid era, fine. But at the time, it wasn't illegal.
I know what's crazy is Bonds and Clemens have never tested positive, right? Neither
I don't
one
think
of them.
they did.
Neither one of them never did. Now, I know for a fact that, like, a lot of these guys have tested positive. Like, Manny tested positive, Ortiz tested positive. But, like, Bonds and Clemens were just rumored to have done it, right?
Yeah,
they never tested positive.
So I know the truth, but
I mean, I know they probably did
that's
it.
a story for another day. But I just think, hey, put them all in, man. I mean, your eyes tell you, were they great baseball players? Did they change the game? Did they make the game better? Because that's all Major League Baseball fucking cared about. So now this is. Are you the good boys club, right? Or is it the best player?
I mean, Bond, you're right. I mean, I don't think he officially ever tested positive, but his fucking trainer testified. You know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah.
Right,
No,
I'm just saying they were best buddies, and then all of a sudden they weren't. You know what I mean? Now, I'm sure the guy was saving himself a little bit. Hey, I got a big fish for you. All right, but we all know that that fish is that's a great white shark. You know what I mean? Like we all fucking see it with our own eyes. I mean, come on.
I'm right with you on that.
I did it. I did it. I did a rant. About McGuire, not a rant, but I did an oral or a report when I was in college, about McGuire. You know what I mean? Like, not about because I liked him or because he was a Cardinal. Guy hit 49 home runs as a fungo.
As a rookie,
As a rookie, he hit 49 home runs. You know what I mean? Some guys have it, some guys don't. You know what I mean? So, does it speeds up your recovery in the injury part. You know what I mean? Like for him, you know what I mean? Like
that's the scary thing.
That's always been my fucking gripe.
For Barry, it made him all world. You know what I mean? For guys that were recovering from injury, absolutely. All right. For a guy that was the best player in the world, it made him all worldly. You know what I mean?
Guys did it 2 weeks back in the day. They hit before the All-Star break or they call fire after the All-Star break. Ain't nobody fired from day one to the end. So it's the dog days that speed up your recovery, speed up your endurance, everything, and you feel the same strength you felt day one of the season in day 162. And that's the big difference. So your longevity of it throughout a year, your ability to do it.
Absolutely, Tommy.
The enhancements of just being able to play. It doesn't, like we always talk about, you're not going to barrel up a baseball more, right? You're just stronger. Your body feels better. You don't have the aches and pains.
You recover quicker.
Yeah, and your legs.
That's what people don't understand.
That's what Andy Pettit used to say all the time.
People like to call baseball like a not a physical sport and stuff. But guess what? They play 6 days a week for 6 months. All right?
Yeah.
I mean, they play a lot of fucking games.
That argument,
not a lot of recovery time.
I just laugh at like I said, the casual fan or the people that want to fucking talk about they liked him. All right, now they like him because he's public enemy number one. You didn't like him before, right? So you're just fucking mad. You're just fucking mad, all right? And then the people that say, it doesn't help you hit a fucking baseball. When you're the fucking best player in the world, it helps you hit it further. Okay, that's how you get this fucking 73. Right? Never once before he stuck a needle in his ass did he hit over 40. He was was the best fucking player in baseball because he can fucking play defense, he can fucking steal 30, 40 bases, and he can hit you 300, and he can jack you 25 to 30. Never did he hit more than 40 until it was needle time. All right, then he became a superhero. That's the mockery I'm talking about. But once again,
his head grew 6 fucking sizes.
He's got 10 hot dog packs on the back of his neck. All right, so I'm not going to die on this hill. I can give two shits. I can give you two fucking. Like I said, I can give two shits at the end of the day. You know what I mean? He's, of course, he belongs in. Those guys are fucking immortal. Right? I just think it's fucking hilarious. And I'm laughing all the way. I'm just giggling. All right. Because, Clemens said 10 years ago, I left this in a rearview mirror. Yeah. You're fucking ass. You're fucking ass, Roger. You got the biggest ego in the fucking room. And I loved you when you played. 7 times Cy Young. I give you the ball fucking every fucking day. 7 days a week, I give you the fucking ball. Here you go, Roger, you fucking animal.
Big nuts on that guy.
And, Piazza threw a half bat at you. Fuck you, Mike. I'll fucking bury you, too. I love to hand him the fucking ball, right? But I'm also going to fucking giggle when you're in such denial. You're such denial. Right? Come on, fellas. Just do what Tommy said. You either reconcile and say, hey, listen, everybody was doing it. My bad. Felt like the right thing to do. My body was breaking down. I don't know. Whatever you want to say.
And he said it.
We live in a world of fucking second chances. We live in a world of second chances.
Lenny said it on air.
I totally agree, Sweeps. They would give you a second chance.
Yep.
Real quick, you guys go. But Lenny Dykstra said it on air here when we interviewed. He said the reason I did it is the GM pretty much told me that hey, it's a make or break year for me. And other guys were doing it, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And he said in 92, and in 92 and 93, I had pretty good years. Not that he wasn't a good baseball player before that, but he said his body was starting to break down on him. Easier.
And we knew. Listen, we loved it. We loved everything about Nails. All right, your nickname's Nails. We love everything about Nails.
Yeah.
All right, love them.
Dude would have ran through a
as
fucking
much as you hate as much as you hate the Mets, love them as a fucking Met. Loved everything about him. He came here, fucking had a fucking rocket like this. All right, didn't love a guy more than I love Bobby Dernier. Bobby Dernier was my guy, and then fucking here comes fucking Lenny Dykstra. Fucking loved him. Then all of a sudden, he turned into Popeye. I still loved you. Still loved you. Don't fucking tell me you didn't do it, Len. Come on, bud. We know.
And that's why he said he did. And that's why he said he did.
I know, we're not idiots. We weren't idiots.
I did. I had to.
You think my phone's going to die?
Yeah, give me your crumbs. Let's get out of here. We did it.
I already gave you mine. I will say it is a black eye, though, that literally the guy that's won the most Cy Youngs, the guy that's won the most MVPs, and the guy with the most hits, all three, not in the Hall of Fame.
Yep,
Yeah,
pretty good stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You got to go to Peter. You got to go Peter before you go to the other guys. You know what I mean? Because
And he admitted it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he admitted it too. Yep. I mean,
you
I got
gotta-
no problem with Pete being in, but like I can
At
understand.
this point, he should be.
yeah, I understand the gambling point, but like you said, he never bet against the Reds. I mean, like, so that's integrity, and that's as a manager. That's not as a player. So that's my thing. Even if you want to fucking kill fucking Pete, last thing, 30 seconds before we move on. If you want to kill Pete, that's fine. That has nothing to do with the playing days. That's just Pete as a manager, right? Pete's got 4,000 hits. It's the all-time hit leader.
His playing career he can't be in?
Come on, bro. Come on. That's a no-brainer.
As a manager.
That's a no-brainer. And if I want to fucking cut Bonds' career in half before he became immortal and before he became fucking a superhero, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer from Pittsburgh. Right?
And early San Fran.
Hall of Famer.
Early
Right?
San
What
Fran,
he
Pittsburgh,
did in Red Sox land. Hall of Famer.
He
So
won
for
two
me,
MVPs before that, Sweeps.
Yeah. So for me, it's easy.
Yeah, Manny Ramirez, Hall of Famer. Like these guys are Hall of Famers. Like you know what I mean?
He's
They
one of the
just
best right-handed hitters of all time.
Yeah, these
To
are
me,
feared
at least.
guys.
One of.
Feared fuckers, right?
Yeah.
You know, Royals or not, they still would be feared in the game. That's how you look at it. Were they still feared Pritt? And if they're feared Pritt, you know what? Let's open the gates up. All right, give me your crumbs, guys. Let's get out of here.
For me, we're out of here real quick. Kwame Brown popping off about I think Dwayne Wade's kid. Listen, we all know the situation, but he was wearing he turned Kobe Bryant jersey into a dress, and Kwame Brown lost his mind. You know what I mean? He was just saying that Kobe Bryant was a heterosexual man, and why is he honoring him like this? It was absolutely absurd. I don't know if you guys ever saw it. If you guys saw it.
Kwame's canceled.
Yeah. Kwame wasn't a good player, and I can't believe Kwame has a podcast, but for no longer, for no longer, because it was bad. I mean, challenging Dwayne Wade's manhood as a father for allowing this to happen.
Wow.
Incredible. Incredible, boys.
Wow. If I'm Dwayne Wade, I'd have beat him up already.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Don't talk about somebody else's child.
Yeah, Kwame Brown's a disgrace.
Don't talk about somebody else's child.
Especially when you're Kwame Brown. Like we all know, we know your resume, Kwame.
Yeah, I don't really care who you are. Don't even talk about it. You're bringing up somebody's child. Like, slow down, bro. Slow down. You know what I mean? You're going to question manhood over a child's decision? Hey, come on. You don't have to agree with it. Like, you don't have to.
You don't have to agree with it. That should be your conversation.
It doesn't fucking affect you.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Why the fuck do you care?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why would you care?
Doesn't
People
affect
turn
you.
jerseys.
Why do you care?
Turn jerseys in all the time. Like they did. You know, like what do you care how that kid is honoring Kobe on the day that he passed away?
Who cares? That's what you're talking about. Nothing to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'll go. Mine's real quick as well, and it kind of piggybacks to Tommy and the Hall of Fame. To me, no shot. David Ortiz is a first ballot Hall of Famer, and Ryan Howard is off the ballot already. And I think that goes to the testament of the voting process, right? I don't know if Ryan Howard would have ever gotten in. I would have liked to seen a push if he would have had more time on the ballot. I think those 4 or 5 years, what he did, are historic.
Just not enough, but I hear you.
I agree. And it might not have never amounted to
enough.
getting in. It might not have. But to be one and done on the ballot with the 4 or 5 years that he'd had is kind of tough. As a fan, right? As a fan.
Yeah, sure,
I would have liked to see him on the ballot for longer, but I think that speaks to the whole process of the Hall of Fame voting.
Well, hold on.
And whatnot.
You want to give, I'll leave you with this, right, Greg, to your point. You want to talk about longevity. You want to talk about guys doing it for a long fucking time. And I'm not saying guys didn't do it for a long time without steroids, but I would venture to guess guys did it for a long time with something else then. There was something else that was helping
Always.
through it.
Always.
You can book it. You can book
There
it.
always was.
So,
Greenies.
Greenies,
always
you're all
was.
assholes. Not you guys, the writers. You're all assholes. So you want to base it off longevity, but understanding that longevity usually comes with something. So then you get a guy who doesn't do it, and Ryan Howard, right, but falls off the cliff because he gets hurt and never can be the same.
Where he probably wasn't popping.
Yeah, if you took a cycle after you came back after the Achilles, guess what? I'm sure your body will have a good 2 or 3 years in you. All right?
I always say that with Griffey. Right? Like you can almost tell, you can almost tell Griffey didn't take steroids because his body shut down in Cincy. Like he just became a shell of himself. If he was popping, he probably stays in another 2-3 years longer than he did.
Well,
I feel like
he might have been
both
prior. He might have been
and then he stopped.
Both our guys were like that, though. Griffey and Frank both broke down.
Yeah.
But regardless, if you're going to go off longevity, to your point, then
Bonds was still crushing.
Then understand that. Like some of these guys with longevity have a little extra in the tank on why they got longevity, right? Not all of them, but enough. So then you look at a guy like Howard. Man, why vote him off the first time? Let it ride out because your standards are all over the fucking place anyway. So if you look at a 4 or 5 year stretch, they're arguably the most feared hitter in baseball. Now, if you're saying you did that without steroids, if you're saying you did that without steroids, that should go to your fucking point then as writers to say, let him ride another one out.
What's hurting him so much, though?
Ride another one out.
Yeah.
That's also part. You're right, though, with the piggyback, Greg, because with all these guys not getting voted in that should be in, they're still on the fucking ballot. So, of course, Howard's not getting any votes. Because all these guys been on the ballot for years, they should already be in the fucking hall.
Well, and there's guys that aren't voting for the full 10 people.
Yeah,
because they have
guys.
agendas, so they're voting for one guy or two guys.
They got holdouts. They're fucking holdouts.
Yeah, I'm not voting for this guy this year.
No, you end it. Sorry, Greg, go ahead.
No. It's just you got guys that aren't using their full capacity of votes.
Well,
you don't want to vote for 10 guys, fine, but it's almost like what we think, or at least I think what the MLB should do. You should have a minimum, right? You should have a minimum salary cap. Like there's no Marlins, there's no Orioles. Like you should have to spend a little bit of money. But so you're voting. You should have to vote for at least 5 guys. It's to get some of these guys out of here.
I hear you. But to take that to another point, I agree with you, brother. I think you should have to use all 10 votes. All right,
you should have to use all 10 votes.
You should have all 10 votes. And if you want to prioritize it, that's fine. All right, and then your last 5 can be whatever it is. I don't care. Like there's more emphasis on the top 5. Whatever they want to do to fix the fucking archaic horseshit that they're fucking throwing out to us. You know what I mean? But I think they should definitely have to vote for all 10.
Yes.
All right, I'll say this. You end it too. If you want to get the writers out there, have MLB Hall of Famers vote in. The ones that are fucking alive. Have them do the votes. Have former players do the votes. I mean,
they have a veterans crew, but I hear you. That's where probably these guys are going to get in. We'll see how the veterans crew feels about it.
Yeah, I just think then you change it all up. You change your voting process up. You change how you do it. I'm not saying that's like the easy answer. I don't know. Like that's probably deeper than that. Like right, you need to put a core together of guys to handle it, right, and then it passes on to other guys if other guys pass, right. So you have a whole process there that you could do. That I think when you're having players vote, they're going to fucking tell you.
No, listen, I agree with you 100%. I think it should be exactly. Yeah, whether we have the answers or not, I think all the 4 majors should be changed anyway. You know what I mean? Because especially, and I don't know how the other 2 are, but I know for sure that obviously baseball, we know for sure how that works. But same with the NFL. This guy has a problem with Rodgers being vaccinated. You know what I mean? Not to even turn this political. I'm just saying that jerk off said that. You know what I mean? This isn't anybody fucking speculating. This jerk off said Rodgers is a fucking bad person because he's not vaccinated or he lied. I mean, come on, bro. You can't vote. You can't vote. You can no longer vote.
Once agenda comes into a vote, it's over.
That's it. Yep. So make it, like I said, they should all have somewhere where it's an advisory board of, like you said, former players, somebody that's isolated. If you want to make 8 players and then 3 people that don't have a fucking stake in it, that aren't writers, and they're just absolutely, arbitrary judges. Maybe they don't even know what a fucking baseball is, but they're fucking they're judges, arbitrary judges that say, hey, listen, they're just looking at stats. You know what I mean? Because that's at the end of the day, like we know our eyes tell us guys belong. Right, but at the end of the day, it's all 4 majors. When you're talking about the Hall of Fame, it's a stat thing. You know what I mean? Come on.
Absolutely.
So, people that are dry jocks, judges, arbiters, they can make that decision. We don't need fucking idiot writers.
No. All right, boys. Great show.
Absolutely.
Every Sunday, brought to you by our doctor and yours.
Animals.
Yep. Dr. Paul Specialized Physical Therapy.com. Find them all your social media platforms, Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. Go check out the doc if you need anything. For Brian Wilson, no longer here, Nick DelGozzo, Greg Milakovic, I'm Tom Arnone. Everybody out there that joined us tonight, we can't thank you enough. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, stay with us for a while. 15 live shows and more coming. I hope you enjoy your stay. We're locking all windows and doors once you're here. Good night, everybody.